Ellwood City has had a long tradition in football being played at the Ewing Park Sports Complex, just a little drive from the school. But that's not where the Wolverine football started. The day, October 16th, 2023, will mark the 70th anniversary of football being played at Helling Stadium. But before there, football was played near the school grounds on a field called Lawrence Field, traditionally where the choir, band, and big gym are located today. The first season played at Lawrence Field, later named Lincoln Field, was in 1921. The field was located at the current parking lot at Lincoln High School. The last game played at Lincoln Field was October 3rd, 1953 versus Aliquippa. Aliquippa won 13-6. The last touchdown scored at Lincoln Field was a 50-yard touchdown pass from Reno Angelone to Ray Johnston from Ellwood City. But a big project was in the making that took over a year to plan, map out, and finalize, as the Wolverines would have a new home for the upcoming season. October 16th, 1953 was when the first football game was played in Ewing Park Sports Complex at Ewing Park Stadium versus Clairton. Clairton won 32-12. The first touchdown scored at the field was by Bill Hill for Clairton on a 9-yard run. Ellwood City's first touchdown in Ewing Park was a 43-yard touchdown pass from Reno Angelone, you guessed it, to Ray Johnston. More plans came together just a year later to make the complex that much more accommodating. The field house at Ewing Park Stadium was constructed in 1954. 15 years later, on September 12, 1969, Ewing Park Stadium was renamed Helling Stadium in honor of Dr. H.E. Helling, a local physician for more than 60 years and a school board member for 31 years. The last game played at the original field in Ewing Park, Helling Stadium, was on November 7, 1997, a playoff game versus Brownsville. Brownsville won 14-7. The last touchdown scored by Ellwood City on the field was a 33-yard touchdown run by Dave Gardner. The last touchdown scored on the field overall was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Mike Patitucci to Quentin Biddings. A new era was arriving for Ellwood City, and that included a new, reconstructed football field. The first football game played at the reconstructed Helling Stadium was October 10, 1998 versus Moon. Moon won 34-7. The first ever touchdown scored on the new field was a 1-yard run by Pat Miller from Moon. The first Ellwood City touchdown on the field was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Santino Sonny Riccio to Ben Lucarelli. The field has seen a lot of games played during that time, but the push for turf field lingered for several years, even decades. Finally, something big and new, never done before in Ellwood, was coming. Artificial turf was upon us for the Wolverines. The first game played at the current renovated Helling Stadium with artificial turf was October 14, 2023 versus Beaver Falls. Beaver Falls won 42-13. The first touchdown scored on the field was a 58-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Brickner to Richard Singleton. The first touchdown scored by Ellwood City on the new turf was a 17-yard run by Elijah Palmer McCain. Ellwood City has also had the ability to play soccer, have practice for the band, the cheerleaders, and the teams when weather is not permitting. Spring training and conditioning for other sports like baseball and softball can also be conducted on the new turf field, opening new possibilities to future plans and activities. As the history continues to build for Ellwood City and Lincoln High School, one thing is certain: build it and they will come. The Wolverines went on the road for the first time in the 2023 campaign, traveling just 15 minutes down I-18 to take on the Beaver Falls Tigers. The Tigers came into the game as favorites, but have had a harder time this year around than normal and came into the game with a couple injuries as well. But that didn't stop the Tigers' offense. Running back Brix Raw led the charge for the Tigers, scoring early and often. After the 8-0 lead, the Wolverines answered with a big play of their own from wide receiver Daylon Curry for a 63-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Chris Smiley. The Wolverines took a lead into the second quarter by running back Elijah Palmer McCain, but was quickly tied at halftime after Brix Raw went in for his second score of the night. Beaver Falls added two quick scores in quarter three, this time from Denari Harris and Caden Brickner, names we did not call in the first half of the game. Ellwood City fought back with two of their own scores, both from EPM, with one that included a 24-yard touchdown pass from Smiley. The Wolverines kept battling on the night and even had a successful onside kick, but just couldn't pull out the victory. Two late scores by the Tigers' Michael Blackshear and the third score from Bricks Rawl made the final score on the evening in favor of the Tigers, 42-28. Ellwood City will look to Week 8 to clinch playoffs, as an upset special victory on senior night could be the difference. It is a big game, as most of the games during Week 8 are for playoffs. It's Ellwood City. It's the team up north, Neshannock, next on Ellwood City Sports.
The Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band of Ellwood City is a traditional marching band. Since the late 1950s, the band has been known as the Blue Band, named after the Penn State Blue Band. Throughout the years, the Lincoln High School Blue Band has kept with its tradition of the show-style, high-step style of marching. In the early 2000s, the band was made into an all-brass and percussion marching band format, much like the Ohio State Marching Band. While honoring our past, we celebrate the present and embrace the future.
Offensive, defensive line. He plans to attend a trade school. He would like to thank my coaches for their patience and opportunities they gave me. Thank you to my parents and siblings for always supporting me. Words to the team, continue to work hard, and thanks for the memories. Mr. Ryder Grinnin. Next is number 28, Mr. Ethan Patterson, being escorted by Pat and Chris Patterson. He's played for 4 years as linebacker. He plans to attend a trade school. He would like to thank everyone who has made participating in this program so enjoyable. Words to the team, just go out and have fun. Enjoy the game. Next we have Mr. Michael Walters, escorted by Michael and Cindy Walters. He's played 2 years as a wide receiver and defensive end. His future plans is to attend college for criminal justice. He would like to thank his parents, coaches, and my friends for helping me to become the best positive version of me. His words to the team: have fun and take every opportunity you get. It goes by fast. Our 5 senior football players. So now we'll next up have our cheerleaders, our senior cheerleaders. First is Miss Casey Barnett, escorted by Jeff Barnett and Tanya Barnett. She's been a cheerleader for 4 years, and she wants to attend a 4-year college for business. Her words of thanks: I am so thankful for my team and friends I have made. Thanks to my coaches for always encouraging us to do our best. And she says, have fun. It goes fast. Love you all. Miss Casey Barnett. Avalise Custer is our next senior cheerleader. She has been escorted by Kristen Custer and Matthew Custer, and she has been a cheerleader for 4 years. She wants to attend a 4-year college to become a pediatric nurse. She wants to thank her family, coaches, and God, and my friends for always pushing me to always do my best. Soak up all the memories while you can, she says. It goes by fast. Avalise Custer. Next is Gianna DeCerbo. She is being escorted by Joseph and Nicole DeCerbo, and she has also been a cheerleader for 4 years. She plans to attend a 4-year university for biology and then attend a veterinary school. She wants to thank her family, teammates, and coaches for all the support given to me through the years. Thanks to my friends and boyfriend for starting my senior year strong. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, she says. Miss Gianna DeCerbo. Next up is Giovanna Huth, escorted by Ben and Kara Huth, and she's been a cheerleader for 2 years. Future plans is to attend a 4-year college to pursue a career in the medical field. She wants to thank her family and friends for always supporting, to my coaches and teammates for all the memories we made. Words to the team. This team will always have a special place in my heart. Love you all. Next up is Kaylee Shriver. She is being escorted by Ron and Ashley Shriver. She's been a cheerleader for 4 years. She wants to attend a 2-year college for sonography. Thanks to my coaches, teammates, teacher, and especially my family, she says. And take time and don't rush these years. It will be over before you know it. Miss Kaylee Shriver. And our final cheerleader, Miss Annabelle Woodhead. She is being escorted by Craig and Danielle Woodhead. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years, and she plans to attend a 2-year college to become a dental hygienist. She is so thankful to have met some of my closest friends for being a part of this team. Words to the team. I love getting to spend time and getting to know you. Miss Annabelle Woodhead. Congratulations to our senior cheerleaders. Next late is girls tennis. Lacey Kennedy, escorted by Tim and Kim Kennedy. She's played tennis for 4 years, and she wants to attend community college and then go to nursing school. She wants to thank Coach DeBuono and my parents for being there for me. Her words to the team, and they're good ones: don't let a bad match bring you down, and don't lose your confidence. Miss Lacey Kennedy. Boys golf, we have Mr. Carson Capello. He is being escorted by Dave and Melinda Capello, and he has played golf for 4 years. He plans to attend a 4-year college to study engineering. Says thank you to my coaches and teammates for making the last 4 years so enjoyable. His words to the team: good luck next year. Mr. Carson Capello. Also on the golf team is Mitchell Covert, being escorted by Patrick and Mel Covert. He has been golfing for 4 years, and he plans to attend a 4-year college. He wants to thank Coach Barry and Coach Baker for being supportive. I wish them the best of luck with the team in years to come. His words to the team: good luck to all the underclassmen next season. Mr. Mitchell Covert. Next we have Colton Kreiser. Colton is being escorted by Jay Kreiser and Kelly Brack. He is a 2-year golfer and was a captain of the team. He plans to attend a 4-year college to study financing and participate in track. I would like to thank my coaches and teammates for making the past 2 years fun. He says good luck to all the underclassmen. Mr. Colton Kreiser. Wyatt McLaughlin is our next golfer. He is being escorted by Tim and Tammy McLaughlin. He has golfed for 2 years. He is planning on attending Indiana University to study business. He wants to thank Coach Barry and Baker for helping him with golf game for the past 2 years. The best advice to the team is just to go out and have fun. Mr. Wyatt McLaughlin. Next up is Joseph Roth, being escorted by his parents, Rick and Denise Roth. He has golfed for 2 years, and he plans to attend a 4-year college. He wants to thank his coaches and teammates for letting me be part of the team. His words of the team: make sure you always have fun. Next we have Shane Tillia. Shane is being escorted by Sean and Cora Tillia. He has played golf for 4 years. He plans on attending an electrical trade school. He wants to thank for all the fun and great memories. And he says to the team, keep up the hard work and continue to excel. Mr. Shane Tillia. Next is Ryan Widmeyer. Ryan is being escorted by Michael and Tiffany Widmeyer, and he has golfed for 3 years, and he plans to attend a 4-year college for marketing. He wants to thank his coaches for all the fun and memories he's had the past 3 years. In his words to the team, keep working hard and enjoy it. Mr. Ryan Widmeyer. We're going to move on to cross country now. Colton Kreiser, who we just saw a little bit ago with golf. He's escorted by Jay Kreiser. Been doing cross country for 4 years. He wants to attend a 4-year college and major in finance and run track. He wants to thank all the coaches that made me the runner I am today and for the success of the team with all their hard work. Keep working hard. It will pay off. Next is Darius Custer, and he is being escorted by Kristen and Matt Custer, and he has done cross country for 4 years. He plans to attend a 4-year college to major in exercise science. He thanks his family, coaches, and teammates for pushing me and making me a better runner and person. Words to the team, keep up the great work, and you will go places. Our final cross-country senior, Mr. Nicholas Wise, and he is being escorted by his parents, Raymond and Gina Wise. He has ran cross-country for 4 years, and he plans to attend a 4-year college to major in biology. He wants to thank his teammates for making running enjoyable, thanks to his coaches for pushing me to be the best, and a big thanks to my parents for supporting me. His words to the team, always make sure you have fun. Mr. Nicholas Wise. The band senior members. Ryan Gajewski, who's not out here right now because we introduced him with the football, and he's getting ready for the game. He was escorted by his parents, Frank Gajewski and Kayla Brandt. Been in band for 5 years, playing the percussion. Next is Beth Keener, and she is being escorted by Josh and Dorothy Keener. She has been in band for 7 years. She's the band president, and she plays the glockenspiel. She plans to attend University of Florida to study marine and zoo biology. She wants to thank her parents, bandmates, and Mr. Caldwell, Justin, and Tyler for a great season. Thank you to Peyton for making my last years of band so great. At last but not least, Bill Gilkey, good night. Her words to the team, never back down and never give up. Miss Beth Keener. Next, we have Rachel Magai, and she is being escorted by Charles and Christy Magai. She has been in the band for 5 years and plays the baritone. Future plans are to attend Douglas Education Center to study cosmetology. She wants to thank her parents and friends for supporting me. Thank you to Mr. Caldwell for encouraging me to stay in the marching band. And finally, thank you to the band for being like my second family. Keep working hard. I will miss you all. Miss Rachel Magai. Robert Schuster, and being escorted by Erica Barcelli. He's played the trumpet for 5 years with the band, and he plans to attend a community college and then transfer to university to study music education. He wants to thank his family for cheering me on from the bleachers. Tony Mazzei for helping me with his lessons. Mr. Caldwell and my bandmates for an amazing journey these last 5 years. In his words to the band, enjoy it while it lasts. Band in high school will be over before you know it. Mr. Robert Schuster. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our seniors here tonight. Maybe not the night they predicted weather-wise, but nonetheless, I'm sure an emotional evening for them, as this will be their last regular season action here at Helling Stadium. So congratulations to all of our seniors. And, of course, the boosters and everybody for helping put that on. Our athletic director, Curtis Gasnelli, for helping get things ready to go here tonight. And, Brad, what do we got next on tap?
Oh, we got a little bit of everything tonight. A lot of things going on. We'll talk about a couple things here as we are getting close to kickoff. It's 6:49 local time. So we'll see
about
exactly.
10 minutes away.
Yeah, about 10 minutes or so. So we'll see what happens here soon in the next couple of minutes. But when we're talking about big games, this is it. It's a big game for the Wolverines, as well as Neshannock. Neshannock knows that if they win these last two games, they'll at least share the rights of. Well, never mind. They got to play Mohawk the last week.
Yes,
never mind.
That's going to really tell.
That's going to determine everything.
Determine who the section champion is. But the Wolverines can put a crink in the armor with a win here tonight to take that away. But Neshannock Lancers coming in with a record of 7-1, 5-0 in conference play, 33.6 yards per game. They're scoring, and they're only giving up 17.3. On the flip side, the Wolverines coming in at 4-4. Do you have the standings there, Brad?
Yep.
We can go through that quick. They're 4-4, 2-3 in conference. They're scoring 28 points a game, giving up 30 after that tough loss last week. That number went up a little bit. So there's the standings, Brad. Go ahead. Or do you want me to do it? You got stuff to do?
No, we're good. So Mohawk Warriors and Neshannock Lancers both are 7-1, 5-0 in section play. They're looking to solidify that championship, and that's going to be determined most likely next week. If Neshannock would lose or Mohawk would lose this next week, they could determine their own destiny next week because they play each other. Mohawk has Western Beaver this week. That's a big one. And Neshannock has Ellwood City. Beaver Falls has to take a little bit of a trip there, but I believe they have Freedom tonight.
Yes, they do.
And then it's New Brighton and Riverside. So there's a lot of things there. Ellwood City kind of controls their own destiny. Basically, if they win one game, they're in. Now, they can get some help along the way with a couple losses here and there or a couple things here and there, but we're just going to keep it simple. If Ellwood just does their job, wins one of the last two games, they're in.
Right.
So there is
on the screen there, Brad, the first three have already locked. We know they're in the playoffs. And Beaver Falls is sitting pretty smart right now.
Yeah, Beaver Falls has Freedom tonight, and if they win that one, they will also clinch. So that will be that fourth team already ready to go.
Right.
So
just moments away here from the players entering the field. We certainly do appreciate everybody listening tonight. Of course, the weather has scared a lot of people away. There's a lot of empty seats here, unfortunately, for senior night. But that being said, Brad, it's been 3 years since we've had started a game with rain. So, but anyway, I know you got some stuff there. Series stats.
So we're going to call this series The Team Up North. That's a little tribute to Ohio State, Michigan. I know you know about that one, Thad. It kind of feels weird me saying the Team Up North because that's an Ohio State thing, but we're going to go with it. If people don't know, Neshannock is the highest, the highest geographic-wise team in the WPIL. You can't get any farther. Next team up is Wilmington, and, well, they're D10. So, Team Up North Series, all-time record, 6-2 Neshannock. This is only the 9th meeting of their entire career or his series stats. Last year was a 40-21 win over by Neshannock, but stats were plenty for Ellwood City. That's why they got a little bit of hope this year to see what they can do tonight. Most points scored was last year for Ellwood, 21. Neshannock put up 58 back in 2021, and the biggest victory back in 2020 was by 45. Total shutouts 2-0, and if you look at the total points, it's been pretty one-sided, although the last game was the most points ever scored by Ellwood City. So there's that kind of adding to it then. Maybe the keys to the game tonight, my thought is the senior leadership. I know we only have 4 or 5 of them, but can they produce something that's going to be something that changes the game? And that senior leadership doesn't have to be necessarily on the field. All it takes is somebody on that sideline making somebody just get pumped and ramped up, ready to go for this one. Battle tested. Well, both these teams are battle tested because this is week 8. So there's no excuses. What's going to happen tonight is going to happen. And an upset special on Blackout Night.
Yes.
And we've got a little something fancy coming here shortly.
Yes, we do. So with that, Neshannock coming in, kind of a running back by committee. Their quarterback, Gino Mazzocco, he's thrown for 616 yards, 7 TDs, 7 interceptions. However, the running attack is all spread out. Anthony Eakin, and seems to me that quarterback, Gino, will not be afraid to take the ball and run it upfield. He's carried the ball 78 times, and he matches Anthony Eakin, 76 times for Anthony Eakin. Anthony Eakin averaging 9.3 yards a carry. Not to be outdone, Patrick Argaro has carried the ball 40 times, but of the 40 times he's carried the ball, Brad, he's got 10 TDs on the season.
Wow.
Something tells me that in that goal line area those were rushing touchdowns the way it looks to me. So something to keep in mind, that they will spread the ball out, the running back duties. Last week, the Wolverines took on a very good Beaver Falls team. They ran all over them. Beaver Falls, a stat I can't believe, only passed 3 times, 3 pass attempts during the game, only to get 0.
Yeah.
All of their offense was done on the ground, and one of those was via the kickoff return.
Yep. It helps that Bricks Rawl goes for 200-some plus yards, 227, 391 total for the running game, and then he gets 3 rushing touchdowns. That was kind of the difference there.
Yeah, the Wolverines just didn't really have an answer as they kind of went out of that pistol.
Yep.
Or Wildcat. I'll call it Wildcat.
Yep. And it was crazy because
Formation.
we were tied multiple times in the game, and there was a moment in that fourth quarter where it was 30-28, and we were like, okay, we still have a shot in this one.
It was 30-28 after the Wolverines were down by 16,
Yep.
got it back within 14. So the not give up thing of the Wolverines really came through last week, just wasn't able to quite finish it out and close it. But just about a little over 4 minutes away from the players coming onto the field. We certainly do appreciate everybody viewing tonight, as I'm sure the rain has scared away a lot of people for this section matchup that we have going on here tonight. Out of town, Brad, you touched on it. Riverside at New Brighton, Western Beaver at Mohawk. I think that game there could have about 800 passing yards in it between Rona and Peel.
Yep.
Down there. Western Beaver making some noise in their passing attack, but not to take anything away from what Mohawk does. And here right now we have Neshannock Lancers coming onto the field.
Yep.
And we'll be moments away from the Ellwood City Wolverines.
So Neshannock will be wearing their white jerseys and road reds with a neat little touch, the silver chrome Neshannock helmet on top, which is the greatest thing in the world.
As you say, moments away from kickoff. Not kickoff. We'll see the Ellwood City Wolverines here taking the field here shortly. But there's no technical difficulties here. We got some things we're doing here that are a little bit new. So we'll wait to see what we got here as we await the Wolverines to take the field. Head coach Dan Bradley here for the Wolverines, alongside his assistant, Rich Chambers, David Coleman, Kendall Coleman, Billy Gale, Jeff Herbert, Zach Renover, and Nate Smith. Wolverines now come onto the field. As we wait, we see the EC flag. Here it comes, the Ellwood City Wolverines. Folks, you're not seeing folks. Something a little new here tonight. As we have uniforms. Surprise to the players. Black jerseys and some knockout night to celebrate the new uniforms. The uniforms were purchased by the football boosters, and they certainly want to thank everyone who helped and or supported our fundraising efforts over the last couple years. Their generosity and commitment to the EC football program does not go unnoticed. They want to give a special thank you to the Ellwood City Area School District School Board and administrations for allowing the athletes to wear these special uniforms. So something really, really special here tonight as we start off this game to introduce the new uniforms for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Coming out in the field right now for the kickoff. And it appears that Ellwood City has won the toss and decided to decline that. So they will be kicking off to start this game. And I know something a lot of people behind the scenes work went into getting those uniforms. I'm sure they're very proud of how everything turned out. And they look great, Brad. I love them.
Oh, absolutely do they.
First seeing them. And we'll have some more stuff here on social media about that. Am I correct, Brad?
Absolutely. We're gonna have a video tonight. We're going to have to do a little bit of a different way of showing it because somebody forgot to download it, but we've got it.
We'll
have it.
We'll get it to you. As always, keep apprised to us on our YouTube channel. Obviously, you know where that is if you're listening to this tonight. And then Brad Windhorst's Twitter page. And has the rain stopped?
I think so.
It's
okay.
Yeah, it's very close.
It's very close.
There we go.
With the rain has stopped, obviously with the new turf. Feel pretty good about that. But Wolverines now will be kicking off, and it looks like Michael Walters will start off doing the kicking duties here for the Ellwood City Wolverines site. Last week we did see an onside kick. That was pretty interesting, and not only it worked. Here's the run up and the kick down there, taken there at the 25-yard line. I believe that was number 1, and Daccio was in there to make the stop. Gino Mazzocco, I do believe, was the ball carrier. No, I believe it was number 3. Anthony Eakin. Anthony Eakin with the return. He returned that ball about 12 yards. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Neshannock Lancers. So now we got the music turned off to the stadium. So
we only have so many hands.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So maybe a little different look up front here for the Wolverines. Got P.J. DuBois starting there at the nose tackle. Back, Gino wants to go deep. Makes the man miss. He can run. We know that. Declan O'Brien sticks him and holds him to about a 3-yard gain. Declan got him by the shoestring. And Dante Pierce was in there to clean it up. About a 3-yard gain right off the bat. Neshannock appeared to want to go down the field to make something happen on that first play. I'll tell you, hurry up offense. Not much of a huddle here by the Lancers. It's a keeper around that right side. Makes a man miss. Going to be hit hard there as number 8 for the Wolverines, Michael Walters, was in there to take the hit. Maybe a little different positioning from the Wolverines defense here tonight. You got Twaddell up front, P.J. DuBois, I think, I'm not sure who's on the other side, about a 3-5 defense, we'll say right now.
Yeah, 3-5 or so. I tell you what, PJ takes up, I think he counts as 2.
Yep,
we'll
he
keep
takes
it like
up a lot of room in there. So Mazzocco in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, swing pass out there, and well read there as Anthony Bonner got the ball, was trying to do something on 3rd down. And I want to think that was Walters in there again.
It was
to stop him.
And Gackrick, number 9.
So Luch was over there as well.
Yep.
So that's a big 3 and out to start the game here for the Neshannock Lancers. Coach Bradley's got to be thrilled with how his defense played in those first 3 plays. Waits the snap. Here's the kick. And it's going to go out of bounds there. No return possible. It's going to go out at about the 24-yard line. So the Wolverines will set up shop. 1st and 10, 10:05. They're going to start the drive at officially the 24-yard line. So, as we didn't get much to talk about a whole lot, Chris Smiley coming in. A lot of records here could be made here tonight as Chris Smiley has 14 TDs. 14 TDs, only 7 interceptions. Much improved over last year as Smiley. He's back to pass. Under pressure, stays in the pocket, throws it deep, got his man down there, and overshot him. Intended receiver was number 5, Daylon Curie. And good coverage down there, and just overshot him a little bit right off the bat was Chris Smiley. I think something we're going to want to talk about here tonight, Brad. These balls are going to be wet, and you wonder how the grip is going to be, whether for the passer or runner. So incomplete pass, stops the clock. Smiley, sidecar to his left, is handed off to Luciano Gagry, rolls his way forward for positive gain. Not a whole lot there to happen.
Tackle was by number 50 for Neshannock. And that is Joseph Veronesi.
So 3rd down and long. They're going to give him 2 yards. So 3rd down and 8 for the Wolverines. Wolverines coming in. Smiley back to pass. He's looking under pressure. Backside pressure and takes him down. What a play there. That was number 13, Braden Montgomery, and gobbled up Chris Smiley way behind the line of scrimmage. And a huge loss on the play. What he lost, lost 10 yards. I think they're being generous on the board. So 4th down, 2, 3 and outs. As Declan Gray in the punt. He's averaging about 31, bit of a high snap. And he had to hurry the punt. And takes a huge Ellwood City bounce. Going to be good field position for Neshannock as they set up shop at the 45-yard line. However, I think we all held our breath a little bit as that snap was a little bit high.
So looks like they're going to mark at the 46, so about a 33-yard punt. That's probably the best that you're going to see after a snap like that. So that's good.
They got about a 14-yard, 15-yard roll off of that as they were coming to block that. So, 2nd series now for the Lancers. What fans are here? They're getting into it, I will tell you that. It's Neshannock. Handoff to number 3, puts his head down, met up there by O'Brien. Eakin gets positive yards, about 4 yards, and that's going to be, the Wolverines don't want to let that happen too much. He didn't get touched for 3 yards. So Tristan Reynolds checks in there on the front line now for the Wolverines. Josh Gilchrist in the defensive backfield now for the Wolverines. As Mazzocco takes a handoff, under pressure, throws it down there, got a man wide open. Whoa, he dropped it. Oh, no. Wow. I have a feeling what he's going to be seeing when he closes his eyes tonight to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Wow. Cubelis unable to get it in. He's had 10 receptions on the year. Wow. Could have had 11 there. But
and he could have had 6.
Yeah, it would have been 6. It would have been
well, the nice thing is now you saw it.
Been his 2nd touchdown on the year. This is one thing, the Wolverines, and it's on tape, everybody sees it, the secondary is susceptible to plays like that. Back to pass on this 3rd and 6. Mazzocco, and another ball. It would have been a tough catch. It falls incomplete as Ashton Allison was unable to get his mitts on it. So what you got, 4th down here, ball in the 42. Looks like they're going to punt, Brad.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, you're 4 minutes into the game. Yes, you're punting from inside your opponent's territory, but what an opportunity to pin the Wolverines back. Back to receive is DeLon Curie. And do we get a punter's number?
Yes, 27.
Okay.
Yep.
27, Patrick Argaro. And here's the punt. Driving punt. And it's going to get down there and could not have planned that any better if you're the Neshannock Lancers, because it's down at the 4-yard line. So, 38-yard punt. And Wolverines will find themselves deep in their own territory. So really, you got a team, they're averaging 25, 30 points a game, Brad, and they come in and we've had 2 3 and outs by Neshannock. What can the Wolverines do to respond?
Anything forward.
Yes, exactly. And you don't have much room to go back here. And that's how you get 5 yards. First penalty of the game, I do believe, Neshannock, as they jumped. Yep, they did. So encroachment's going to be the call. So they're going to knock 5 yards off. So 1st and 5 now. But if you're the Wolverines, that's a whole lot better.
Yes.
You're in the shadow on a dark night of your own goalpost.
And on top of it, 1st and 5.
Yeah, that 5 makes that next time a whole lot easier. There's Elijah Palmer McCain around that right side. He's gobbled up there to really, I think they're going to give him a yard or two.
So the tackle was,
Ponziani.
Yep, 53.
So going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Wolverines got Daylon far out to the right, 2 wideouts here. Ball's right in midfield left. Smiley hands off to Elijah. Digs through 1, makes a man miss, and he rolls up there, got a 1st down and a whole bunch more as he got it all the way out to the 25-yard line. Anthony Bonner with the stop, but not after about a 13-yard gain. So good to see the legs of Elijah Palmer McCain rolling. One of the premier running backs yardage-wise here in the WPIAL. And I think the key for Elijah is let him get rolling early to let him get lots of touches. Smiley. Again, there's Elijah. Up the middle he goes. He's got 1 man to beat. Zigs, he zags. He's at all the way down to the 26-yard line. Holy cow. Elijah Palmer McCain. Bonner finally caught him. But he had a hole you could drive a semi-truck through, and up the middle of the field he went for 48 yards.
Wow.
Went from the 26 to the 27, 28.
And I tell you what I really liked about that, honestly, you could actually see him switching the ball from left hand to right hand, protecting that ball. And on a rainy day, you never know.
Yes, that is. What a big run here. That's the big plays the Ellwood City Wolverines are looking for tonight. Would love to keep this drive going. Elijah, left side this time. Shoestring tackle there by number 54, Aiden Schaefer. That was Luciano Gagrick, I beg your pardon. He's going to get about 2 yards. Big number 78 checking in. Cadence Carter, 5'10", 290.
Wow.
Just a sophomore. And he's going to fill up some space on that defensive line. So the Wolverines now coming up with a 2nd down and 8, the ball at their 26-yard line. Smiley in the shotgun. Reverse around here.
Oh, he's got an opportunity here.
Left side he goes. Hard running there. A flag comes in late as number 23 of the Wolverines.
Yeah, they're going to get
Richard
caught.
Curitan, but not a good flag. I love the play design. Everything was going right. And all of a sudden, Richard Curitan comes around with the ball on that left side, gets it all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Would be enough for a 1st down, but we're going to wait and see what the men in stripes have to say about this one. There's a fair amount of debate.
Yeah.
Going to be holding. Yes, holding against the Wolverines. Costly penalty there. It cost them 10 yards, but more importantly, it cost them a 1st down. Would be a spot foul.
That was,
so it was way downfield.
Dante, right?
Curitan with the run.
Curitan, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, redo the down. It's 2nd down. Ball's going to be at the 31-yard line. They got to get it down to about the 18, it appears. Smiley, hands off there. Paul. Oh, misdirection. Smiley kept it, faked out everybody, and he's going to get a first down. I thought he handed off. I like the play there, as Smiley's going to get plenty enough for the first down. Went from the 31 all the way down to the 15-yard line. Tackle there was Braden Huff. So now the Wolverines, 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. And I think we're going to have a timeout taken by Ellwood City. I think it was a personnel thing. Was not quite what they were looking for. So, of course, folks, you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. We got blackout night. Maybe a little planning there with the new black and blue white sock jerseys that the Wolverines are wearing. A nice drive here. The second drive of the Wolverines, it started all the way back at the 4-yard line. So 5:13 remaining. Playoff pictures looking good for some of the volleyball team. The girls volleyball clinched the playoff spot, and the bracketologists came out with their bracket today. And Monday night, 7:30, the Lady Wolverines will be taking on Central Valley, which coincidentally, they beat Central Valley just this past Monday, 3-1. Wolverines coming in at 12 seed. Central Valley, I believe, is 21 or so. So come on out, support the Lady Wolverines. Monday night, 7:30. There's also another game there at 6 o'clock, Deer Lakes and Olsh. So on this 1st and 10 to 15, there's a handoff. Elijah picks his way up through. Going to get down to about the 10-yard line. Tackled there by a host of number 27, Argiro, with the tackle. But a pickup of 5 on the play. Already here, just a little over halfway through the first quarter, and Elijah Palmer McCain's got well over 50 yards. Smiley's going to be under center this time. They made a move again, but they got back. Elijah tries the left side and drug down from behind. Nicely there by number 27. Once again, Patrick Argiro, I beg your pardon. So no gain on the play, going to bring up a 3rd down. Ball is on the left hash mark. Don't forget, folks, October, the pink pom-poms, I just noticed them that the cheerleaders are wearing tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
2-down territory, no doubt.
For sure. On this 3rd and 5. Smiley. Quick handoff there to Luch. Draws his way forward. He's going to get maybe 3.5. So number 53 with the tackle, Michael Ponziani. So big 4th down here for both teams. 3:50 remaining on this rolling clock. They're going to call it a 4th and 2. Daylon Curry goes all the way out right. Everything else in tight for the Wolverines on 4th down and 2.
Almost drew him again.
Almost drew him offsides again. They're trying hard here.
Oh, no.
And I think, and Palmer McCain, and I don't think he's going to get it. There was movement.
Yeah,
I thought we moved.
It was clear movement. And they didn't even call it.
It's almost a blessing for Neshannock that he did not
exactly.
call it, because ball over on downs on that 4th down. Huge defensive stand. The Wolverines came in 9 of 22 on 4th downs. Sadly, it's going to be now 9 of 23. Brad, that's tough.
Well,
they drove the ball 95 yards.
Yep. It's mind-boggling to me, because you're almost an Ellwood fan saying there should have been a flag. Either team. And there should have been a flag.
For Ellwood being offsides, as they had rather try to 4th and 7 and not do that. Oh, they missed the snap. Did they get him in the end zone? No, he does not. But, wow. Great pursuit there. Number 1 from the Wolverines, Hogue, came in to clean it up. A high snap to Mazzocco. He kind of caught it on the bounce off his hands, out of the air. Dotch was in there to disrupt things. I thought he was going to get his, well, he didn't get his safety couples. He should have. Well, anyway, on those lines. Now, loss of 3 on the play. Talk about hanging out by your goalpost. That's what the Neshannock Lancers are doing right now. Sends a man in motion. Mazzocco, hands off. Up. He's going to be stopped there. Who plugged that hole up? I see Walters
73.
getting up. And Twaddell, Evan Twaddell, the sophomore, who's playing some great ball. That is Twaddell's 9th tackle for a lot. Well,
They said number 3 on the carry.
they give
Brad.
him one.
Yep.
So, 3rd down. Wolverines would love to get a stop here. Make them punt from their end line. Lancers' offense just seems a bit out of sorts. Mazzocco wants to try the left side. Wants to pull up. He throws. And out of bounds. That ball was almost caught by the up front cheerleader. And incomplete pass.
Give credit, Thad, to the Wolverine defense.
Yes.
They flipped the script. Yes, we didn't get points. 90-plus yard drive. And it's just, we were just down there in the end zone, real close, tight, and all of a sudden it's flipped.
We're 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the Neshannock Lancers have yet to get a first down. We've had three and outs.
It's big.
And if the Wolverine defense wanted to write a script, that would have been it. Now punting. Driving punt. Taken there by Curie to 35. I like this. Makes a man miss, goes, retreats, and sadly not going to gain anything on the return. Good coverage downfield by the Neshannock Lancers to stop that.
I think number 12 with the tackle.
Ethan Beeman with the tackle. So the Wolverines set up shop inside Neshannock Lancer territory at the 35-yard line. Just exactly 2 minutes remaining to go here in this first quarter.
So now if you're Ellwood City, you're looking to get something on the board now. It's the only way you can upset somebody
There's a
right
pitch
now.
to Dante Pierce this time. Makes a man miss. Got the jerk tackle. Save and tackle. But he gets all the way down to the 20-yard line as sophomore Dante Pierce picks up 15 yards. 58 was hanging on for dear life. Jackson Mazzocco, he got some help finally to drag him down, but a great run there by Dante Pierce. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 20-yard line. So now, Smiley's going to be in a shotgun. Luke settles to the left. Now sends Dante Pierce to the right. Fakes the handoff to Dante. Wants to go downfield.
He's got
his man
Elijah.
there. Oh, just overshot. Valiant attempt there by Elijah Palmer McCain. Ball's going to fall incomplete.
Give credit to the linebacker coming out there and possibly making that a harder throw, because if not, he was wide
Yes,
open.
he was.
And
Yes,
it looked very similar to like last week.
Yes, it did.
Wow.
Yes, it did. A lot of times the Wolverines were going to see him run that wheel route. That time really wasn't wheeled in. It wheeled out, trying to mix things up a little bit offensively from what they have on tape.
I see what you did there.
Yep. Hand off to Dante Pierce and bottled up quickly. Number 54 gets up from the bottom of the pile to make Aiden Schaefer.
They were saying
So-
Palmer McCain on the carry.
Dante Pierce was on the carry. Number 26. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Now for the Wolverines. Ball on the 20-yard line. Smiley in a shotgun. 3 wides left.
Watch
Oh,
behind.
he got gobbled up.
You got to know the
Wow,
clock.
the edge rusher, Anthony Bonner, came in there. You can see the replay, Brad. Was he even blocked?
Absolutely
Because
not.
he took Smiley out.
The blind side.
On the blind side. Good. And a 10-yard loss on the play takes it all the way back to the 30-yard line. That's twice now we've seen that happen.
On a big 3rd down, too.
Yes. And right now the Wolverines need to find an answer to what the Neshannock Lancers are doing on some of those obvious pass plays, but on those pass plays.
And they officially gave a sideline warning to Ellwood City.
Okay. So if they get another one, that will burn a timeout. I'm asking.
What's that?
If they get another one,
Yes,
that'll
I
burn a
believe
timeout.
so. Yep.
So a big 4th and 20 here. Declan Gray far out to the right as Walters was down there but a little too much. Both quarterbacks so far, Brad, and I'm just speculating from 40 yards away. The ball's maybe not quite the accuracy that we're used to seeing. Is that ball wet? Throwing a little bit long, throwing a bit high. There's no wind. The on the goalpost, it's very calm.
Yep. So far, both combined-wise quarterbacks 1 for 7. So at the telling of the story right now, who's pretty much who can run the ball the best so far in this first quarter?
Well, and the Wolverines have been able to stop, but not have capitalized.
Yes, they kind of stopped themselves,
too. Yes, yeah. Hope that don't end up. So 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. Mazzocco, hands off. Up the middle he goes. Number 3, bounces the outside. And holding on for dear life was Dominic Hogue to finally get Anthony Eakin taken down. Going to pick up about 4, and the clock strikes 0. That's the end of the first quarter. I would not have guessed this. 0-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, as we start this second quarter of action. 2nd and 6. Neshannock has the ball on the 34-yard line. Mazzocco hands it off and up to the left side, and not much running room there for Eakin. He gets about 3, going to be a 3rd and about 3. Yardage in that first quarter, Brad, all Ellwood City, 79 yards to Neshannock's 12. Of that 79 yards, though, what was it? 54 of them came on Elijah Palmer Kane run. Big 3rd and 3 here. There's a handoff to Eakin. Up the middle he goes, and he will get the Lancers' first down with a minute gone in the second quarter, as Eakin needed 3 and got about 6. Declan O'Brien, second leading tackler for the Wolverines. He had 38 on the season coming in. So Mazzocco. You almost feel like the Lancers got a little momentum here. Oh, wow.
That's how you change it.
That's how you stop it there, as Michael Walters and P.J. Dubois says hello and takes Eakin down for a 3-yard loss. It's like the Wolverines read that play like a kindergarten book. They knew right where they needed to go and be. So now at the 41-yard line, 2nd and 13. I think the longest play for Neshannock so far tonight has been 6 yards on that last third down conversion.
Exactly.
So Mazzocco pitches it out there. Founds it. Oh, take
Nice
it up
tackle.
there. What a play by Dante Pierce. Got there as the pitch out to Eakin, and he had some blockers, but Pierce came through that seam and was there to meet him, and his forward progress was impeded immediately. So 3rd and 11 now for the Lancers. 3 down linemen for the Wolverines, about 4 in the back. Mazzocco wants to get back to pass. Throws it down there, got his man.
Almost picked. Almost
Great
picked.
play by Dante Pierce, getting in there because he was stride for stride with number 2, Bonner, but was able to get up in there. Almost would have made. It would have been a beautiful interception. I mean, he was in there, and Bonner had no chance to catch that ball, and that's what you asked him to do.
That may have been the best coverage on a pass play all season. I mean, that
I would
was
give you
to
that was
perfection.
really good. Dante Pierce, really good on this defensive stand. So on to punt now. And here's the punt. Gets the ball. That's a lefty punter. Everybody needs to get away, and it touches a Lancer. It's going to be down there at the 34-yard line by number 12, Ethan Beeman. Boy, a lot of back and forth here.
Yeah,
it's
not much doing.
We're the fourth possession here now for the Wolverines, as they're going to have the ball at the 34-yard line. So Ellwood City able to move the ball, but that all-important finish they've yet to be able to do. There's a pitch to front where it's Dante Pierce, and they were ready for that one.
Ooh.
Flag comes in late. I hope we don't got a chop block or something weird like that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's also holding potentially.
Dante Pierce was gobbled up there. We've seen him run that play a couple times and need to switch something up.
Yep.
As they were ready for it. We'll wait to see what the official says. It is going to be holding. So that's going to push him back 10 yards. So the 24-yard line. So it should be 1st and 20 now for the Wolverines as they'll replay the down. It just seems like both teams are kind of just doing some self-destructing things here.
Yeah.
Smiley in a shotgun, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right is Walters. He's back to, he eludes one, throws it up there, gets it to Luch.
Wow.
Made something out of nothing, as there were 3 would-be defenders for the Lancers that were chasing down Smiley. Lucky that he's a lefty, was rolling left. Got the completed pass to Luch, but sadly only picked up about 2 yards.
Man, that could have been dangerous.
Yes, it could have. So going to be 2nd down and 18. Play clock down to 10, but they're breaking the huddle. Logan McClymon's out over the ball. And I think Coach Bradley needed another timeout.
I like that call.
So,
because it just feels like this may be a drive. Yeah, there's 8 minutes left before halftime, but it kind of has that feel like there's going to be 2 more drives, one for Ellwood, one for Neshannock. You kind of want to put up points right before halftime.
I think if you're both coaches right now, you kind of got that feeling like points are coming in at a premium. So, hey, a long time tradition here at Ellwood City is the football boosters put on a Thursday night dinner. Feed all the players and coaching staff the night before the big game. And last night's dinner was provided by the coaching staff, I read here. So thank you to the coaching staff. The catered meal was baked penny, meatballs, salads, and rolls. So huge thank you. And folks, don't forget, Rival Week next week, Riverside. We travel to Riverside. Show your support. Come out for the Fighting Wolverines to prepare to take on crosstown rivals. Riverside at October 26th, the bonfire. Robert Rogers Memorial Park there in Ellport. Smiley back to pass. Fakes. Throws it to Declan Gray underneath. Makes a man miss, but gobbled up there for not much gain. Number 13, Braden Montgomery was in there to wrap up the junior Declan Gray. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. So ball now resting on the 33-yard line.
Yep, so only a 6-yard play, but it makes it a little bit more manageable 3rd down, but still, 3rd and 11.
Yeah.
You just got to get something forward here. I mean, there's only so much you could say.
Right. So Smiley now in the shotgun, got 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, sidecar to his left.
Wow, they're all
under
coming.
Pressure, falls. Oh, and down he goes as number 2, Anthony Bonner, went in there, and Smiley had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He got away from him initially, but momentum took him down. That's 3 huge sacks, and go ahead and say it, Brad, on third down to kill any chance of going forward. Another huge loss on the play.
Well, the other thing I'm thinking of is you got to check that. Well, I'll talk afterwards.
Yep. Here's Gray with the punt.
Good punt.
Nice high hang timing punt. Hits there at the 50. Going to take it. Ellwood City bounce.
Perfect.
It's going to go all the way down to the 34-yard line. So a 46-yard punt. 44-yard punt by Declan Gray, up in his average. He came in about an average of 32, I believe it is. So first down, Lancers.
They're going to officially say the 33, so a 47-yard punt. Thad, where I'm going with this is you gotta check your offense, right? I mean, we saw that was a very last second. They sent everybody. They sent the linebackers, the defense line. You got to be willing to say, okay, don't snap yet. Let's check it down because they snapped it perfectly timed.
Yeah, they did.
Got to make your adjustments.
So Lancers now, 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. They get set. Mazzocco fakes the handoff, gets it, throws it out there to a wide open number 11. He's got one man to beat, and he does down that left side. 10-5, touchdown, Neshannock Lancers. Good googly moogly. One play, one pass as number 11, Dominic Cubelis. He didn't drop that one like he did in the first quarter, and he was off to the races. Gilchrist gave chase, but to no avail. That play went for 67 yards.
The Wolverines only had 2 players beyond the 5-10-yard scrimmage line. You and I, Thad, unfortunately could have made that one work.
That was Cubelis just kind of sat there in the middle of the field and got the ball. A flag here on the extra point attempt. We'll wait to see what the officials are talking. The way they're looking, I'm thinking it's against Ellwood City. Will they move it ahead or?
I think they could assess it on the kickoff if they wanted to.
Yes, that'll be encroachment. It's going to be just declined.
Okay.
So on the kick is number 13, Braden Montgomery. Number 17. Carter DeVivo. There's the snap, kick is down, and it is up. And oh man, did it hit the bus? Darn close. That would have been good from a long way away. Extra point is good. 7:04 remaining. The Neshannock Lancers lead 7-0. Quick timeout. Welcome back, folks. Lancers leading 7-0. That one play, 67-yard drive. Mazzocco to Cabellas gets the score. Here's a run up and a kick by DeVivo. Driving kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. Wise play there by Dante Pierce. Somebody needs to tell him that old trick where you step out of bounds and grab the ball, and then it's done there. So Wolverines will get the whole lot better field position than what he would have had if he'd have picked that ball up there. Don't forget, folks, stick around for halftime. Senior night, we've not talked about that a whole lot, but I know I'm sure a big night for our senior senior football players, and you don't want to forget about the band. They put a lot of time into this field over the years. I think everyone I announced had been playing band 4 or 5 years, and I'm sure it'll be a bittersweet moment for them for their last halftime performance. Smiley now into shotgun. Oh! Elijah Palmer McCain got a little too fast there. Penalty is going to go against them. And the Wolverines, I had it written down. I can't find it. They've not been a bad penalized team, but tonight there's been a couple at very inopportune times.
And that's this is one of those times that you were talking about during the break here. You can't have a 3-and-out.
No.
Not necessarily points, but you cannot have a 3-and-out.
You got to answer. And they almost moved again on that time. Smiley under pressure and gets chased, throws
Wide
it out
open.
there, hits the ball to Luciano Gagrick. He got a lot of that penalty yards back, and Smiley was back there running for his life. He's just been shifty tonight that they haven't got him every time, but he is getting no time back there. But give him credit for about a 18-yard pickup. So now on this 2nd down and 3, handoff to Elijah, tries bowling somebody over, and he didn't get very far.
No, he did not.
As number 54, I believe it was, Aiden Schaefer was there to gobble him up. So no gain on the play. And I'm telling you, folks, there's some beef on this Lancers line. Michael Ponziani, 6'4", 300 pounds. Good night. Some other big behemoths out there, too. Smiley now on this 3rd and 3. Sidecar to his left. They're going to come. Look, they're coming.
Yep. Got to be
Quick
quick.
pass and way too tall for Walters. And it's going to be 4th down and 3. And I just have to wonder if the pressure that Smiley is taking is affecting that accuracy a little bit.
Yep, combined so far, 5 for 13, but that one big play so far for Neshannock.
So Wolverines now in punt formation. They're about 1 for 4 on 3rd down tonight, maybe more than that. There's a kick. Oh, that one went into the stands. Got a souvenir for somebody there as off the side of the foot.
Oh, boy,
I
the
don't know where they're gonna
47.
march it.
The 47
Of
our side. So that went 5 yards.
okay, and the weather conditions. I mean, we're in a nice warm press box. Are probably not that good. I mean, I think that's one of the things about the turf field. We just got this turf a year ago for our friends at Neshannock who are listening. Everything looks great when you look out on the field, but the conditions are maybe not as big as you think. So that front line. So Mazzocco in the shotgun. On the keeper. He's running this way. Pulls it up. Finds his man. Oh, nice attempt there by number 11. And Cubelis again was not able to get the mitts on the ball. Coverage there. I believe Declan Gray was out there and really just ran out of real estate. I think if he would have caught it, he would have been out of bounds anyway. I like how Neshannock gets up to the line quick.
Yep.
You know, you're 20 seconds and you're close to running a play.
Basically no huddle. All you got to do is look at a little cheat sheet on your arm.
Yep. Sends a man in motion.
We got a flag on the close side. I think we're going to have a false start.
Yes, false start. I think that time when Cubelis went in motion, one of the wide receivers reset. So, going to knock him back 5 yards to bring up a 2nd and 15. I'm not sure why the kicker was running onto the field. He soon was encouraged to go back to the sidelines. Mazzocco under pressure, gets it away to number 2. Got some blocks. Up the middle he goes. A nice run by Anthony Bonner. Been impressed when he gets the ball. He picked up about 10 yards. Dacia with the tackle. Did I get the wrong name on that one?
I'm going to check here real quick.
It was number 3, they said, not 2.
Definitely number 2. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the second time.
Okay.
You have been right, then.
Okay. Now, number 3's in the backfield. Eakin this time. Mazzacco. Hands off to Eakin. Makes a man miss. Got a hole. Gets a block up that left side. Moves his hand around. There is a flag. I'm thinking coming back.
Yep.
But he takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Picks up 21 yards, but maybe all for naught.
Yeah, definitely holding on the wide receiver here, blocking downfield, 100% coming back.
So, and that has to be frustrating because if it's where I thought
absolutely.
it was, it didn't need to happen.
No. He's already passed by 2 yards. And then
Yep. So a spot foul. They'll replay third down. It happened pretty far downfield. So instead of 3rd and 4, it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah,
8,
so about a 3-yard penalty, basically.
because it happened so far
Yes.
downfield.
Yeah.
So Mazzacco now in a shotgun. Looks at the wrist. Calls out the play. Sets Eakin to his left. Back to pass. Backside pressure. Wants to go, air it out deep, and what a catch! Holy cow! All the way down to 16-yard line. Number 10 that time got it. Brady Frasso. Great coverage by Dante Pierce, but better catch as Frasso went up and got it. That's only his 5th reception of the season for the sophomore Frasso. They needed, 8, and got a whole bunch more than that. All of a sudden, they're in the red zone, 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line. A little bit of a high snap there. Eakin and hit hard there, down low. He fell quickly. I believe it was Luciano Gagrick in there for the stop. So, a little change in some personnel here. They did pick up 3 on that play. That's one thing you notice about the Lancers. When they're switching personnel, they just kind of, they're not trying to be sneaky, but if you're not paying attention, they just find themselves coming in. I think a pretty well-coached team here by Coach Mazzacco. Oh, there it is. There's Dacia getting him in the backfield. That's going to be his 16th tackle for a loss. Caden Dacia going to break for a 6-yard loss. That was Eakin, the ball carrier. The Wolverines have been able to contain that. Lancers have tried that kind of pitch, swing out pass, I guess you'll call it, for lack of a better word. And the Wolverines have snuffed that out. Big 3rd and 12 here. We saw in the extra point attempt, the kid got a leg. But I do think you're in 4-down territory. Back to pass. Mazzacco got some time. Going to drop the ball and run, but he's going to get gobbled up there as he tried to get away from it. And Twaddell was there to make the stop, to say, stop right there. You're not going any further. Picked up really no gain on the play. So on this 4th down.
Ball spotted at the 20 officially here, so 4th down and about 12. See what they do here, Thad.
I see the kicker
Field
coming
goal.
on.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 30. Ball spot at the 20. Play clock down to 6 for DeVivo. There's the spot and a kick, and it is wide right.
So that was spotted officially at the, where did he sit down at? Was it the 27?
Yep, 27.
So about a 37-yard field goal. No good.
No good. So, or wide left. I said wide right.
Yep.
Wide left. That's once the Wolverines got into the red zone and did not score. This time, the Lancers got into the red zone, albeit not as deep. They were at the 18-yard line, or 20-yard line. So the Wolverines, with 2:30 remaining, 1 timeout, remember, handoff there to Elijah. Makes a man miss, rolling his way forward, pushing the pile from his buddies. He's going to get it out there for a 1st down. Player
54.
down, number 54 back there. Aiden Schaefer in obvious discomfort, but he's up on his feet. Got a little hitch in his giddy up, but he's getting off the field with his own power. But a nice run there by Palmer McCain of 14 yards. 2:22. Got Shane Lutz out there on the line. Drake Davis in there at the tight end position. Logan McClymon's over the ball, on the short side here, too. There's Elijah trying the short side up the middle. Oh, what a tackle. Took him high, which is not the easiest way to get Elijah Palmer McCain down. But Braden Montgomery made the stop, but not after a 5-yard gain. The clock keeps rolling. Remember, Brad, 1 timeout left for the Wolverines.
Yep, 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're under 2 minutes now as Smiley wants to get back to pass. He's looking. Oh, makes a man miss.
Oh,
Another man.
Oh, wow.
Going to get the first down.
Wow, give him credit.
Give Smiley credit as Ashton Allison finally got him corralled. He took what was probably about a no gain into a 8-yard gain and enough for a first down. But that clock is not the Wolverines' friend right now, and just going to spike it.
Hold on, there was a whistle.
There was a whistle.
So timeout.
Timeout by Neshannock.
So there should be more time put back on
a little
the clock.
bit. There won't be a lot because there was not much time between them plays. I liked how the Wolverines recognized they had to hurry up and got it up there. Logan McClymonds, he was out over that ball, ready to spike it as soon as he got everybody else set. But remember, folks, stick around. Halftime, we will have the Lancers band perform as well as the Ellwood City Wolverines. The Pride of Ellwood City Blue Band, and Brad will be working diligently here, getting some stats. I mean, the stats are just like, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but kind of boring. There's not a whole lot. Have we had more than 8 first downs between two teams?
We have 8 on the dot.
8 on the dot, okay.
And you look at the yardage, it's pretty even, but it's just one big play. That's it.
Yeah.
And on the Wolverines, they had a good drive, and they just didn't finish it.
That fizzled out.
Yep.
So, minute 35, they did not add time to the clock, Brad, but it wouldn't have been much anyway. They're going to come. And
they're offsides.
They were offsides.
Absolutely.
They had to be.
Yeah, clearly offsides.
Yeah, the back judge got it.
I had 3 people on that far side offsides.
False?
No, they said Ellwood City.
Insane. That's insane.
Oh, boy. Isn't there, what do they call that, where, they flinched because the other guys were coming up on them. Anyway, wow, 1st and 15 now. Really the biggest thing for the Wolverines, it's 1st and 55.
Yeah, I watched the replay.
You want to get it into the end zone.
I watched the replay. I got 4 legs offsides.
Yes, they were lining up as they were trying to get. We heard our defensive coaches beside say they're coming. Up the middle he comes. Smiley throws it out, and you know what? This might be a good thing he just threw it away because Braden Montgomery, they're sending more people than the Wolverines have to block. And they're getting, you would kill to have a running back have running lanes. The way these linebackers are coming up through the middle or the side. That time came up through the middle where other times they're coming more off the edge.
Yep, and it's pretty clear they have abandoned any zone coverage. It is, we're going to put you man-to-man. Everybody else linebackers, we're sending you.
Well, I think we're not going to give him time.
Nope.
We've seen him, Smiley came in here with over 1,300 yards passing this time. And I like that.
That's how you beat it.
And Luciano Gagrick.
That's how you beat it. Oh, don't call a flag. I knew it. I knew it.
Nope. I read it last week.
I talked about it today.
You did.
Oh, my gosh.
So, going to be a flag downfield, but we'll wait to see. But Wade Bradley's talking.
I literally talked about that to the senior Micah Walters during my class today. I kid you not.
I read a report. We'll wait and see what they say. But I think there was almost.
I mean, he didn't really leap above anybody. The problem is you can't leap, period.
Over 3 people.
Yeah. He didn't actually do it, but when you make that motion, they're going to call it.
And what we're referring to is they're really trying to discourage the would-be the ball carrier.
Right. It's the only level that it's a flag.
His feet, trying to, let's say, hurdle or jump over. So we'll wait to see. It was a good pass. It was not quite enough for a first down, but pretty darn close. So they're calling it a personal foul. Is that why it was, Brad?
Yeah. It's because of leaping. Yeah, they call. There's no such thing as a leaping foul.
We read.
So they got to the 40 officially.
Yep. So they would have had the first down. but 15 yards. But I just read I was ready to report earlier this week about the injuries. All the injuries happened, and somebody in the comment section, and I know you should get sucked into the comment section of anything on Facebook, but they were talking about, kids were jumping, they were leaping, and they weren't calling those plays, and that's where a lot of injuries can happen. So first and second and a long way out there. Oh, hook and lateral. Down the field goes Waddell. He's at the 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown! Evan Waddell makes it 55 yards.
Let's go, coaches. Good call, coaches. Good call.
What a play. Who would have ever thought that was going to happen?
Oh, my.
You'd have to be here to believe it.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at number 73.
Michael
Twiddell.
Walters to Twiddell. Wow.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
That was just unbelievable to watch. Twiddell, you don't think of the Newcastle News lineman of the week there a couple weeks ago, running the ball for a 55-yard touchdown. Caitlin Kreitzer on. Good. We got a tie game. My, how the turntables have turned, Brad, as the Wolverines have tied it up 7-7 with a $1.04 remaining.
Man, Thad, go well. Just say high five to those coaches over there. What a play. Wow. And great recognition by Walters. He caught it. He quickly turned, and Twiddell was perfectly there. The perfect play. You cannot script it anything better than that.
Yes.
We're going to give officially Twiddell, we're going to say it's right around the ballpark of a 40-yard touchdown run. Wow.
I think when you go replay, I think you're a little further than that because he was pretty far back there. But anyway, he ran a long way. He almost ran out of gas. I don't know who the would-be tackler was as he lunged for him, Twiddell, but I don't think you were going to deny the junior Evan Twiddell that ball.
Well, Thad, you said up to this point the stats have been kind of boring. Yeah, we can throw that out now.
Yes.
2 big plays by both teams. And right now, big plays, it's 1-1.
Well,
and if you look at that scoreboard, it's 7-7.
When you're having an offensive struggle, and I'll just say it for both teams, not doing the offense that they normally would do, I say this all the time, Brad. A game comes down to just a handful of plays. And so far, there's 2 plays you put an asterisk beside as we start this off. Now, with the kick, and puts his head down, rolls through the hole, and met there at the 40-yard line, about a 20-yard return.
26 with the tackle.
Was Dante Pierce, but I missed who the ball carrier was.
Yeah, so did I.
Apologize. I think Coach Keeley did too because he just said
try to get you numbered here.
So 54 seconds remaining. Don't fall asleep yet, folks, on halftime because we do have 2 timeouts. We did see the Lancers.
So the return was number 3, Eakin.
Okay. There's a handoff to Eakin.
No,
Kept it. Up the middle he goes is Mazzocco, and a big run there on that first down. Takes it all the way out to about the 38-yard line, so he picked up about 26 yards. No, they marked it at the 40, so he picked up 18 yards. Quickly going up the ball. That didn't take much time, couple seconds. Mazzocco hands off this time to Eakin around that right side, makes a man miss, gets it another first down. Gang tackled there by the Wolverines. Declan Gray was there to make the initial hit. And wow, they get the ball set. First down did stop the clock. We still do that in high school. Up the middle he goes and gets down to about the 20-yard line. And the Lancers will take one of their 2 timeouts remaining. And this is not
Twiddell on the saving tackle there.
So that would leave Neshannock officially with one timeout remaining. Both teams basically with 1 timeout. 21 seconds up on that board. Wow. This is a drive that you don't want to give up.
No, after you get the big play.
The one thing, the flip side is Wolverines will receive the ball in the second half here, but we're not thinking second half yet.
No,
you got to do something to stop it here.
Let's just stop this right now.
And recall, this is right around that ballpark where they did attempt that field goal, and he did have the leg. It just was wide left. So
yeah, and I
this is about the range.
That's a good point, Brad, because right now points are a premium.
It's going to be officially 22 seconds.
So out of the timeout, Mazzocco in a shotgun with Eakin to his right. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Does a little trickery here around that left side.
Wide open.
And he's going to find his way. Stopped there was number 11, Dominic Cubelis. He wanted the end zone again, but came up a couple yards short as number 23, Richard Curitan, was there to keep him out of the end zone. More importantly for the Lancers, he did go out of bounds, so that stops the clock with 18 seconds. Good grief, Brad. When did they take this drive? They had like less than a minute to go.
Yeah,
and they're going to go there at 60 yards.
Yeah.
It was at the 40-yard line, wasn't it? So there's the handoff. Up the left side he goes. Into the end zone he goes. Kabig bang boom. Number 27, Patrick Arguero, with the 2-yard touchdown run. That's his 11th touchdown of the season. The 6'0", 210-pound senior, man alive. The Lancers, who haven't done anything much offensively, just went 60 yards in 54 seconds, and quite honestly, Brad, made it look easy. DeVivo with the extra point.
That's 5 to 10 yards above the goalpost.
Yeah,
lines.
he got some hang time on that. So 14 seconds remaining, and that is kind of a gut punch there for the Wolverines to let them march down the field like that.
Oh, special teams, Thad. I've said it once or twice.
Special teams, they started at the 40. You gave them 60 yards and went about 5 plays and did whatever they wanted.
And that's what I'm saying. The special teams set it up right off the bat. You get good field position. If you're backed up a little bit, that changes the momentum a little bit. But back-to-back weeks, special teams, and it's been something I've been waiting to see, either a kickoff return or something, or a punt return. A short kick and sets you up with 40, but then – I mean, it was all running plays.
It was all running, yeah.
Not a single pass.
They didn't have to. That misdirection to Cubelis, that was the biggest play in the game, but what's 34 yards, I believe it was, give or take. Nonetheless, he ran it all the way down to about the 3-yard line. Caught the Wolverines maybe a little bit over pursuit that time. So, DeVivo, pretty good kicker. And high end-over-end kick taken there by Dante Pierce at the 11-yard line. He comes up the right side. Got a hole, and he's going to be drugged down there by number 2, Anthony Bonner. Bonner, I think, just has a nose for the ball. He gets in there on a lot of plays. So a nice return by Pierce. He needed one more lane. So ball's going to be at the 36-yard line. What's that, about a 20-yard return?
Yep, 25.
So I think the Wolverines are going to be content to just appear to take a knee. And that's what they do. So at the end of 2 quarters, it is 14-7 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers. Folks, enjoy the halftime show, and we'll be right back as we'll get the cameras and everything set up for the bands, and then followed with the out-of-town scores and halftime stats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the Neshannock Lancer Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Miss Kimberly Heim and Assistant Band Director Miss Abby Senator, Mrs. Taylor Rand Heiler, the Lancerette Advisor, and Mr. Connor Prosper, Mrs. Ashley Graziani, and Mrs. Gabby Hitch are assistant staff members. Grade captains are Parker Dayton, Rachel Doran, Mia Perino, and Ann Rufino. Liz Baum is the band's historian. The band is led onto the field by drum major Lena Grossman. The Lancer Band would like to present the 2023 halftime show. Our first tune was released in 1987 on the album Whenever You Need Somebody. It topped the charts in 25 countries and became the artist's signature song, and made a resurgence in 2007 when the music video was used as a comedic meme. The Neshannock Band will rickroll at halftime by performing Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Our next selection will feature our Lancerettes led by seniors Samantha Angelucci, Jaden Parada, and Paige Stewart. This tune was released in 2010 and reached the top 10 in several countries, celebrating the singer's debut and dedicated to her many fans. Please enjoy the Lancer Band's performance of Pink's Raise Your Glass.
There's not extension cords. Where'd Chris go? Chris does the dinner.
theme was released on the 1978 album Jazz. Written by Freddie Mercury, Queen's Don't Stop Me Now has been featured on films, television shows, and commercials. Featuring our instrumental seniors Liz Baum, Parker Dayton, Rachel Jordan, Roger Claude, Mia Farino, Andrew Pino, Sarah Trunn, and Natalie Newbury. Please enjoy Don't Stop Me Now. Please give another round of applause for our Neshannock Lancer Marching Band. The band gives a big thank you to the Neshannock School Board, administration, faculty, staff, band parents, and community members for their support of the music program. On behalf of the band, this is Julie on the door wishing you a great evening. Go Lancers!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band's Aussie 2023 show. The 2023 Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band starts the show with a classic Black Sabbath hit, originally recorded as an afterthought after the recording of their first album. This is the Blue Band's version of Paranoid. Tonight, we continue with our tradition of our seniors choosing a senior song. Tonight, we revisit our opener from 2019 with Emerson Lake and Palmer's Carnival 9. The Blue Band would like to conclude tonight's show with the 2007 Zach Wild guitar-driven hit, I Don't Want to Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. The Blue Band is under the direction of Mr. Lee Caldwell and Justin Miller. Choreography by Tyler Bacon Westfall, percussion by Evan Burchinski, and under the field leadership of drum majors Lila Fox and Cassie Steen. I've been Bill Gilkey, the voice of the Blue Band, and thank you for supporting the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band.
Yeah, that would be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue band Funk.
All right, folks, welcome back into Helling Stadium here where halftime scores 14-7 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers so far. Some crazy plays by both teams, and pretty much all three scores have been of the likes. A long touchdown pass there by the Neshannock Lancers to start the scoring on the evening to take the 7-0 lead, followed by a 6-yard pass and a 49-yard official scramble to the end zone by lineman Evan Twiddell on the lateral made the score 7-7 with just 58 seconds on the board. Neshannock Lancers cruise down from the 40-yard line, go 60 yards, all running plays to score the halftime last points and take that 14-7 lead. On your screen now are those halftime stats, and it's crazy how we got here, but total score 14-7 Neshannock. Rushing yards for Ellwood, 95 so far in this one, with of those 95, 89 from Elijah Palmer McCain. 76 rushing yards for the Neshannock Lancers, but a big late touchdown there by Patrick Argero from 1 for 3 yards, and he gets a touchdown there. And you said, what was that his number on the year? Rushing touchdown was
11.
Okay, so his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. Flip side, passing yards right now, 105-91. Neshannock Lancers, officially Gino Mazzacco, 111 yards passing-wise. That's actually incorrect. We corrected the wrong person there, so it should be 105 passing yards for Mazzacco so far in this one. On the flip side, passing yards for Chris Miley. He's got credit for 91. He is 5 for 10. And with that lateral pass there off of Michael Walters to Twiddell. Penalties right now, 3 for 13 for Neshannock, 5 for 35 in that first half for Ellwood City. Some halftime scores here real quick. New Brighton is down 9-0 to Riverside. So Riverside looks like they're going to potentially, it's still early at halftime, but they have a 9-0 lead. It looks like it's going to set up for next week's big game for Riverside, New Brighton coming in Riverside and Ellwood next week. Mohawk, Josh Wilkins kicked a 48-yard field goal at halftime, right before halftime, to take a 17-7 lead. Mohawk is up on Western Beaver. Central Catholic 14-7 on Seneca Valley, 28-0 Aliquippa, Ambridge 9-0 on Newcastle, Rochester, 27-0 on Northgate. Big score here. Southside Beaver 28, Union 7.
Oh, boy.
And Summit Academy is losing to Laurel 30-6. They're not even at halftime just yet. The one score that we do not have, so if somebody has it, let me know. Freedom at Beaver Falls, we do not have a halftime score.
So, Brad, 14-7, blackout night here, and the reason why, our new uniforms. So I hope you got to see the little video that Brad had made featuring the new uniforms. So I certainly do thank the Ellwood City football boosters for putting the money together in that campaign to get those, and all the people that support not just the football boosters, but all the booster organizations that you see around the school. Wolverines, boy, I think that gadget play with Twiddell, it's going to be pretty exciting and for people to watch. But, boy, the last thing you wanted to do with less than a minute to go in the first quarter
It's the only score we don't have.
What's that?
That's the only. He just announced that it's Beaver Falls and Freedom 0-0, and that's the only score we didn't get.
Okay. Maybe he just read what you wrote and thought it was 0-0.
Well,
So
that's whatever.
anyway,
Whatever.
but that last drive by the Spartans, 60 yards in about 5 plays in 50 couple seconds, and went down the field, and all running plays to boot. Not a huge pass. Hey, Brett, I wanted to make a mention there. You said that Elijah has 89 yards. That is going to move him into second place all-time career rushing yards at Ellwood City. He just passed up Chuck Landolfi, Jared Myers, and Bill Chapman. Back in my generation, Landolfi was my dad's generation, and now Damon. You got to beat Damon Thompson yet. Oh, back on cue here, and fumbled the ball, but he picks it up and hit hard. Good gravy. Eakin came in there and put a lick on Dante Pierce. A little slow getting up, but he's up, moving around. So the Wolverines now, 1st and 10 ball on the 20-yard line. Certainly hope you enjoyed our halftime show by both bands. So now the Wolverines now in the shotgun is Chris Smiley. Got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to McCain. Tries to make a cut, and ankle tackle there by number 54, Aiden Schaefer. We said his name quite a bit tonight from that defensive lineman linebacker position. Makes a stop. About a 2-3 yard gain for Elijah Palmer McCain. Certainly do appreciate you viewing here tonight. Not a big crowd, so I think we're going to get a lot of people out there watching. The rain has subsided, but the people that are here are all wet and cold. I love the play, but unable to execute as Walters, the senior on senior night here, just out of his outstretched arms. Got a mitt on it.
Yeah,
but not enough to pull it in.
Walter's got that 6'5" frame and a good reach, so you're talking somewhere ballpark 9 to 10 feet, and can't lead him that far. So just like that, 2 plays quickly, 3rd and 7, and this is big.
Yes, it is. You do not want to be 3 and out here early on. Smiley stays in the pocket, throws it down there, and as Walters went for it, there was coverage there. He went up for it and just a little too tall. Credit Braden Huff with the coverage. So, wow, Brad, a quick 3 and out for the Wolverines.
Kind of indicative of right before halftime. It's carried over.
Yes, it has. So the Wolverines now on to punt. Declan Gray. High snap, gets over his head, and he does get it away, and it's going to take... And that's better than getting sacked back there. But that punt, about a 13-yard punt. So good field position here for Neshannock. as they will have their first possession of the half. And Lancers started slow. They didn't get their first down until a minute into the second quarter.
And honestly, Thad, these 21 points that are scored, it's the opposing team shooting themselves in their own foot, basically.
Yes. So, Mazzocco hands off there to Eakin. Puts his head down and rolls his way forward. And the big line of Neshannock now is kind of pushing around that front line of the Wolverines. Yes, he only got 5 yards on that play, but he wasn't touched till about 4 yards in.
Yep, tackle by Hogue.
So Mazzocco keeps his footing. He was hit in the head by Daccio. Arm hit him high, but he rolled his way forward. Did Mazzocco. He does a really good job of hiding that ball. I will say that. Must be a coach's kid, the way he does that. Oh, wait. Fred Mazzocco, head coach.
I wonder who that is.
I think there's a relationship there. So now, Gino Mazzocco sends a man in motion this time.
Ooh,
Wolverines
this is
had
big.
to be.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who moved.
It was going to be a false start here, and this is going to back him up.
Yes, false start. So that 3rd and 1 all of a
that's
sudden
big.
becomes 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that's big now. Wow. It's crucial now.
Jackson Mazzocco is out there on the line, 6'0", 225. Tony Parada is down there on that line, 6'3", 265. So you got some beef there on that left side of the line.
Yep, substitution or a change here, and that's 21 coming to the close side here. 4 wide receivers.
Mazzocco on the keeper. Oh. Twiddell just gets out there. Oh, what a catch by number 2. And a better pass by Mazzocco. Led Bonner out there on the flat and pretty much put that ball where only he could get it, and he did. Did he go out of bounds?
Yep, he got the first down out of bounds.
First down and
25. Yep, 20
yep,
yards.
down to the
25
25-yard line is the Lancers. Hand off there. Oh, big-time tackle by Daccio. Came from that linebacker position, appeared, and hit him high and took him down low. As Eakin.
It's going to be a loss on the play.
Yes, actually it is.
Loss of 1.
So 2nd and 11, and I maybe it's just something that I like to see or I'm impressed by. I don't know why more teams don't do this. You're not running to the sidelines to get a play. Here you are. You had everybody set up with 20 seconds left to go on the play clock. Little like a option type of thing there, and keeping it that time. Was trying some misdirection in the backfield. Eakin was on the carry. Walters got him down, but that time they sent Cubelis in motion, and it was, I don't know, it was an RPO, but like you could just about hand it off to one of the two. And that was this play that they ran a long way on in the at that last drive of the second quarter. So Mazzocco in a shotgun. Play clock down to 5. They get set. Sends a man in motion this time. Low snap. Kept there by Mazzocco. Tries to roll his way forward. Maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10.
Twiddell with the tackle. And they're saying Luch.
So now we got a 4th down, and I guess we'll call it 9. This is the first 4th down they've attempted tonight, I do believe. On a big play here, need a defensive stop if you're the Wolverines. Back is Mazzocco. Dances around, got his man down there,
Wide open.
and he got it.
Wide open.
What a play, not giving up. Number
came
13, Braden
field.
Montgomery,
Wow.
came the whole way, Brad, you said it, came the
Wide
whole way
open.
across the field. He had his man beat, and that was a
24-yard touchdown pass that was like 60 yards for him.
Yep.
Crazy.
So big time score there on a 4th down and 9. That's just even
Oh,
more.
it just has bad written over it. You
For the Ellwood side, if you're the
Yeah.
Lancers right
Oh,
now,
you're like,
you're
heck yeah.
loving life because they got to lead 20-7, going to make it 21-7. DeVivo, and it is good. So 7:33 remaining. That drive was about. They started out in the 40, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, technically the 39 officially, but
Yep, 39. So 39 yards.
on 7 plays.
And
What, one pass?
yeah, one pass. It was
Yeah,
incomplete.
one complete pass. There was a couple times we were looking to pass, but give
But
credit. Mazaka's made the plays.
They converted a third down. They converted a fourth down.
How about that?
So Wolverines find themselves down now 2 scores. And quite frankly, the Lancers have scored in their last 2 possessions. Their possession to end the first half and the first possession of the second half.
And I would say the offenses have not been as efficient as last week, but when we played Beaver Falls, we were in the same position, down 14 in the second half. Back-to-back scores by Lancers. It's almost similar concept here.
Yes, actually it is. It is. And
it just comes down to the Wolverines. They got to finish a drive or even get a first down right now.
If you go back to last week, if you go back to the Freedom game for Ellwood, the second half things just opened up.
Boom, yeah.
And they did last week as well.
Yep.
Can they get it done this week? DeVivo back to kick. Pretty good kicker. And high end over end kick taken there at the 10-yard line. Up the side, tries to reverse field, and
Fumble.
he got fumble on the play.
Yep,
and
Neshannock got it.
Neshannock got it. I mean,
13.
Dante Pierce got decked. In
Number
fact, he's
13.
slow to get up. But Braden Montgomery, who just scored the touchdown, gets the fumble recovery. I don't know who put the hit on as Dante tried to reverse his field, and whoever the hit was there to meet him. We have a penalty. There was a penalty against Ellwood City, but it was obviously declined. So another short field for the Lancers. Wow. At the 16-yard line. And right now, Neshannock can play their game with 2 scores up. There's on the keeper, Mazzacco. Up the middle he goes, zigs and zags, and he's going to get into the end zone for the 16-yard touchdown. Wow. 14 points in a matter of about 4 seconds as this game turned around. DeVivo on for the extra point, up 27-7. Is the Lancers. Points off of turnovers. And Brad, that's 2 times tonight. Yeah, albeit that one was only 16 yards. Then another one-play drive for a touchdown that was 63 yards. Here's the kick, and it is good. Just like that, folks, Neshannock Lancers are leading 28-7. Let's take a timeout. Welcome back, folks. 28-7 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers. Scored 14 points in this course of about 8 seconds. Here's the run-up and the kick by DeVivo. Taken there at the 11-yard line is Dante. Oh, man.
That's Hogue.
Hit hard. That was Hogue that time, and he got drilled. And I think that is slow to get up. Nathan Jensen was the tackler, and he is down on the ground right now. That was a really hard hit as he was coming up. What we do here is if there's someone injured on the field, we move the camera away from him while he's getting tended to. So Coach Bradley is giving an earful to one of the officials as they're tending to. Is that number 25 it's down, do we know? Or do we don't have no
I didn't
information?
catch it.
Okay.
I was trying to get it, but then he stayed down, so.
So while they're tending to the Neshannock Lancer, you want to take a timeout, Brad?
Yeah, we'll take a time.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, folks. We figured out that that's the best way to get a player up off the ground is tell them we're going to go to timeout. So in that time, Nathan Jensen, and he got up off the field, and he's running. Appears to be in good shape. But that was one of the harder hits we've seen.
Sting to the shoulder, that's for sure.
Yeah. So didn't appear to be a head or anything, but nonetheless, he's made it to the sidelines on his own power. So the Wolverines now find themselves down by 3 scores.
Blink your eyes, and 14 points are up there.
Yep. Smiley now back to pass. Surveys, looks, almost intercepted. And number 7, Ashton Allison, was almost got the pick there. You just get the feeling right now the Wolverines are like a piece of a IKEA furniture. They're just barely holding it together at this point, down by 21. Smiley in the shotgun. Back to, on the keeper around that. Oh, lowers his head. Appreciate the effort, but about a yard gain there. His number 27, Patrick Arguero, was there to meet him. Pick up of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 8.
That may be your best one.
Oh, really?
The IKEA one. I love that. That was good.
Thought of that the other day driving around.
To IKEA.
No.
So here we go. Rolling clock. 6:30. 10 seconds here on the play clock. 3rd down here for Ellwood City. 3rd and 8 here.
Back to Smiley.
Yep. Oh, my, they read that.
Oh, man.
Number 7 once again.
Wow.
Ashton Allison broke that one up. That could have been a big gainer, and it could have been a big interception
Yes,
return.
it could have. That would have
touchdown.
nothing but green plastic grass in front of them. Anyway, folks, 3 and out for the Wolverines. It's plastic, isn't it? I mean, it's synthetic. Synthetic. Oh, boy. 28-7. Declan Gray now back to punt. Five seconds on the play clock. Got the snap this time. Almost. They're in there. And this time, ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So about a 31-yard punt, give or take a few inches for Declan Gray. So Neshannock now, 2 possessions this half, 2 touchdowns to show for it. Ball at the 45-yard line. So, Mazzocco in the shotgun. And I think everybody moved except the center on that one. That's going to be a penalty. 5 yards.
Bring up the who is that? NC State. Everybody on the offense false starts.
So going to be 1st and 15. Knock him back to the 40-yard line. Mazzocco in the shotgun. Who's a sidecar? What?
Another
Oh,
time.
there's something going on
It's
here.
Arguero on the side there, but
Yes.
yeah, back-to-back plays here, false starts.
Something's a little communication breakdown.
Okay. See what you did there. Good song. So that'd be what? First down and 20.
First
now.
and 20.
I'm 35.
Right now, the best defense against Neshannock.
Is themselves. 2 penalties, back-to-back plays. Awaits the play call. Mazzocco gets it. Everyone's getting set this time. Little high snap. Mazzocco keeps it, runs up the middle, makes a man miss. He spins. He got about 16 of the 20 yards he needed back for the first down. Not to get to first down. So Declan Gray with the tackle, but a nice run up the middle. The shifty Mazzocco got about 16 of the 20 he needed. So now we're looking at a 2nd down and 4. Got 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Mazzocco, the keeper this time. Pitches it forward to number 7, and a nice hit there by Gray. But Ashton Allison needed 4, got about 6 for that first down. That was almost like a traditional option play, but instead of pitching it back, it just got pitched forward. Estaccio was giving chase. Mazzocco gets his play call in. 10 seconds now on the play clock. On the keeper, Mazzocco. This time, there's a flag coming in. I think we're coming back here.
Yeah, that was a big-time hold. Whew.
Declan O'Brien with a tackle, but I think we're going to start that play over. Is holding against Neshannock. So Neshannock now didn't have a whole lot of penalties, but have 3 so far on just this drive alone. Don't forget, folks, the bonfire next week at Robert Rogers Memorial Park over there in Ellwood, 7 o'clock. Thursday, the 26th. Now, Mazzocco, back to pass. Under pressure, throws it up there. As number 10 went up for it, Brady Frasso, who had that big catch earlier in the game. The ball falls incomplete. A little too high for him. So it brings up 2nd down and 20. As Mazzocco in the shotgun goes back. Throws it out there to number 13. He got a lane, pushes his way forward. You're going to get about 10 yards. Was Braden Montgomery. He's going to get about 9 on the play as Josh Gilchrist gets credit for the tackle. So 3rd down and 11, something that Lancers have done more effectively here in the latter parts of this game is being able to convert these 3rd downs. And some of them have been like this 3rd and long. Quick pass out there. Not sure who caught that ball. It's all the way on the other side of the field.
Number 10.
And
So Frasso
Dacio
does
with
get
the tackle.
Gets the catch. Dacio, as he said, has got the tackle. So a 4th down and 6. Ball in that Wolverine territory right at the 40-yard line. They appear to be going for it, Brad.
Don't blame him.
Nope.
You got a 21-point lead, and you can only add to it. Why not?
They've converted the 4th down in the last play.
Keeper.
Mazzocco keeps it.
He's got a
rolling
lane.
around that right side, decides to throw it. Got a flag come in here all the way on this side.
And he was across the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be an illegal pass, and it'll be
loss
declined.
of down.
Yeah, so it'll be turned over here from the looks of it. So it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ball over on downs. Yeah, that was the official call, illegal man downfield. So, Wolverines get a stop on 4th down. I think if Mazzocco goes home and watches the tape, he's going to wish he'd have just tucked that ball and ran, because I think he would have got enough for the first down.
He would have been hit before the line or the first down, but
we've seen him.
He's
hit
moving
all night.
forward.
Yeah, he's going forward.
Yeah.
All night. So, little life here for the Wolverines, down by 3 scores. 3:33 remaining in this third quarter. There's a handoff to Elijah. He's bottled up there. Not much to get done with that. As number 58, Jackson Mazzocco, 6'0", 225, senior in there. And well, I think at the way this game is unfolding, we got a lot of football to play yet. That game next week with Mohawk and Neshannock.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a pretty good one.
I mean, right now Mohawk and West Beaver's a decent game, but it's going to be for all the marbles next week. Whoever wins it will win the section.
Don't fall asleep on Western Beaver.
Yep.
Smiley back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls out of the pocket. He's looking downfield. Throws it down there.
Got him.
Oh. One zigged and the other zagged. Daylon Curie was down there, and we got a player down for Ellwood, and it's Chris Smiley. I did not see what happened on the hit.
Oh, he got decked hard.
He was on,
and that was in the ribs section. He got decked hard.
He was being chased by about 3 or 4 different Lancers that time. Yep, let's take a timeout.
Watch.
Welcome back, folks. Chris Smiley up on his feet, walking around. His helmet's off. He's walking to the sideline. He's going to have to at least sit out a play. We do know that. But the way the hit looked, we got to see it. We went back, replayed, as you probably could at home as well. More of a rib midsection, almost like he got the wind knocked out of him. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but if we're going to think that. So
it looks like a Wildcat EPM right now at
Elijah
quarterback.
Palmer McCain in there, and he's going to keep it. Tries to zag through. Going to get about 3 yards. As number 7 was there to finish him off, but give credit to number 27, Patrick Arguero, in there to make something happen. And just like that, Brad, we're up at 4th down. I missed that. With the injury timeout. So ball on the 43-yard line. Wolverines now in punt formation. We've said that too many times tonight. There's the snap, and nice kick. One of the better ones tonight. And going to be down there at about the 24-yard line. So 33-yard punt. Didn't get much of a Wolverine bounce on that one. Yeah, but nonetheless, with 2:11 remaining, and that's one of them, Wolverine started that drive, had the ball for 1 minute and 23 seconds, and moved at 4 yards?
I was going to say, if you look at the time of possession the past, not even 3, the past 4 or 5 drives, it's been 3 and out or maybe 4 or 5 plays in penalty, or it hasn't been pretty.
Right.
And I think we're starting to see why Neshannock may not be the most offensive prolific team, but their defense is on point.
Their defense is good. They're big. They're fast. And hey, we know that we've seen it twice so far tonight. They can score quick too. Mazzocco this time wants to pass. He's going deep down there to Anthony Bonner, one of the few mistakes he's made tonight. He had the ball, he had his man beat, and was not able to get it caught, because that would have been about a 76-yard touchdown pass.
Whew, and he had 5 to 6 yards on that one.
He did.
Gotta sit back a little bit.
And that's, I think what they're doing right now is they're doing a lot of the run, a lot of wildcat. They're running, just.
Yep. Wolverines
They
keeping
can
them
go
tight on
deep.
the line. Don't
Yep.
like that idea.
Oh,
Fumble! That's
Jumped
big,
on
Twiddell.
there. Yes, it is. Evan Twiddell
Okay.
jumps on it at the 16-yard line.
That's big.
Wait a minute. What? I don't. They said it was a pass.
Whoa.
I miss seeing that. I miss seeing that, Brad.
That's not a.
I don't
Did I
understand.
miss this?
You and I obviously missed something because I don't hear people yelling about it either. I thought it was a full-blown fumble.
Because of the forward handoff thing.
Yep, that's what it was. Mazzocco now on the 3rd and 10. Throws it down there, got a man, and he makes the catch.
Jeez.
Wow, a jump ball thrown up there. Caught there by number 11. He's making them pay, and the defensive backs pay. Cubelis all the way to the 30-yard pass play. And that ball hung up there forever, like it was a punt almost. And Cubelis was able to get it. Mazzocco on the keeper. He tries to jump that time. Now that should be a penalty. If you're going to call Luciano Gagrick, but they're not doing
And the crowd's letting them hear it.
Yeah. Well, I was down talking to some of the peeps there at halftime, and they were not impressed with that Luciano Gagrick penalty he got earlier. So 2nd and 5. So, and they're talking about, there's a handoff. Oh, bottled up. Big time right there. As Twiddell was in there to make things happen and throw a little love to senior rider. Grinnan was in there to make the stop. So no gain on the play. We're hearing a lot of people talk about the hurdle rule, and I don't think they're referring to Clint Hurdle, the former.
I'm glad you made that. He talked to it. He actually follows us.
Does he
I'll
really?
have to tell you that at a break time. It's a whole different story.
Back to pass on this 3rd and 6. Oh,
wow.
And he lost his footing. And Twiddell is down on the other side.
Yep.
It's going to be 4th down, but kind of away from the play. Just a cramp. I think we're dealing with a cramp with Twiddell. You always, not sure you feel good if you see a player down, but when you see a player down, you see him lift the leg up like they're trying to work out that cramp. You kind of breathe that sigh of relief. It's like, it's not a knee, not an ACL, not a hamstring. So, in that time, that Mazzocco just lost his footing.
Okay, well, little side note, and this is perfectly timed because it also involves Neshannock. Neshannock and Ellwood baseball teams. They're little league, they're Pee Wee
I saw
teams.
that one.
Yeah, they were doing a little scrimmage between the two teams, and sure enough, Clint Hurdle was there and did a great speech, and he tagged us, and more importantly, he followed us, and we followed him back.
I'll be darned.
So, Thad, it looks like Twiddell did get up. Were we good?
Came off the court, came off the field.
So that's
so
good for
4th and 12, punt formation now. As Daylon Curry is back.
We'll give credit to the turf on that one.
Yes. The turf monster saved. Here's the kick. PJ DuBois was almost in there. And it goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So 25-yard punt. And the Wolverines will have the ball with 20 seconds remaining here in this 3rd quarter.
So sitting here 28-7 to Neshannock. One or two plays here will get us, most likely one play will get us to the 4th quarter. Thad, you're outscored 14-0. In fact, you're outscored 21 straight points. It's go time. It's crunch time in this 4th quarter coming up shortly.
I think, okay, I'll get to that point.
Yeah, I know where you're going with it.
Smiley now in the shotgun. Good to see him back out there after the big hit. And Elijah hit hard. No room to run or hide there as Ashton Allison. And we say all the names of the people that tackle, Brad, but we need to talk about the people that are plugging up those front lanes and letting that stop.
There is a flag on the play.
Okay.
And it looks like maybe an illegal shift. I saw an arm go out from his chest. That should be an illegal shift.
Yes.
Okay, so that
knock him back 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Things not going too well for Ellwood. You may just want to let the clock run out.
Well,
to be honest.
They have to say hut.
The clock also has to run.
Yes, that's what I mean, to make the clock run. So 1st and 15 now. Back is Smiley. Surveys. Under pressure. Throws it across his body, and Daylon Curry unable to get the ball. Kind of bounced off the old shoulder pad trick and falls to the ground incomplete. 5 seconds. Incomplete pass stops the clock.
It's going to be 2nd down and 15. And if my numbers are correct, other than this play, Ellwood, I believe, officially 2 yards.
Got a little more here with Elijah coming up the middle there. Hit there head on by number 13, Braden Montgomery. Got positive yards on the play. And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. As dominant quarter there by Neshannock Lancers. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk about the quarter coming up. Welcome back, folks. On this 3rd and 8, did you see what Neshannock had in offense? Because Ellwood City
they're
had
at 306, so they've had about 130 that quarter.
And it held to the Wolverines 10.
Yeah.
10 yards of offense in that 3rd quarter. So, 3rd and 8, ball on the 23-yard line for the Wolverines. Chris Smiley in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Got wide receivers going down the field. Walters. What
in stride!
Oh, he gets him in stride. He's at the
This
20,
is big.
the 10, the
5,
5.
touchdown!
Michael Walters goes 76 yards from Chris Smiley. What a throw by Smiley to hit him in stride. The 6'5" speedy Walters just did not stop and took off down the field. Just like that, it's 28-13. Neshannock still leading, but you needed a quick strike for the Wolverines. Senior Michael Walters, what a big catch for him. Miss Caitlin Kreitzer on for the extra point. Awaits the snap. Declan Gray holding, and count it. Wolverines cut the deficit in half as the Neshannock Lancers lead 28-14. But that big play there, 76 yards to Michael Walters.
And I tell you what, Thad, you said it. Give credit to Chris Smiley. He got smacked again. That front line by Neshannock is getting through. He got smacked, and he still was able to get it. Michael Walters, we see it a couple times, hit his hand, bobbled it just a little bit.
You held your breath there for a quick second, but able to get it. And he was able to outrun the would-be defender and to make the catch. And then that fact of being able to get in stride just kept him going the whole way.
Thad, we've seen it against us all year long on the outside edges. Just chuck it up and throw it up, see what happens. And that may have been that one play. Just go deep and we'll throw it to you.
We've seen Michael Walters. He's got that's his 7th touchdown on the year.
Over 400-plus yards. He may be close to 500 here shortly because that was 76, 77 yards. So, wow.
So now Miss Caitlin Kreitzer in to kick. And that is going to go out of bounds at this stage of the game.
Yep.
Flag on the play. Yep, that would be because they kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
not
ball
my
will
first
be
game,
35.
but sometimes we act like it.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's kind of, what do you do there? Because Walters just ran 77 yards. He's probably a little bit winded on that play. The kick, I mean, yeah. Again, you don't, it may be because of last week. After a big play, let's just kick it out of bounds to let anything happen.
Right. So the Lancers now coming back out on the field. .11:49 remaining in the contest. Mazzocco. And got some movement, I do believe. So knock him back 5 yards. I tell you what, that's about the 5th penalty this half for the Lancers.
Yeah, there's something they have to work on. They've got 8 penalties so far. And you're right, that's the 5th one this second half.
Yep, and a lot of them are the pre-snap. Has to drive a coach nuts. So, Mazzocco, play clock down to 3. Gets the ball out. Oh, big time hit there. I don't know who hit him first, but he went nowhere that time. Eakin got nowhere, and Daccio was in there to make that initial hit. We've seen Dutch on the line, but tonight we're going with that 3 down lineman and a few more extra linebackers going in there. So 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. So 4 wide receivers in there right now for Mazzocco. And he's going to keep it. Makes a man miss. How's he do that? Up the lane he goes. Going to get 12 yards on the play. Plenty of run room there. So that keeper, Cureton, made the stop, but not after. 18-yard gain. So Gino Mazzocco in that shotgun. Same kind of formation we had last time, but this time he sends a man in motion. Up the middle goes big number 27. He don't carry off him, but when he does, Patrick Arguero, the senior, made something happen there. Took the ball from the 48-yard line all the way down to the 31. Gilchrist with the brilliant saving tackle. Picked up, 22 on that play. So the Lancers now. Handoff again. And that time he was stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Arguero. P.J. Du Bois was there to stop him for about a half-yard gain. So now we got 2nd down and 9. Ball just right on that 30-yard line. There's a handoff. Up the middle goes, man alive. He's got some tread to those tires. Picks up about 9 yards, 9.5, as Walters took Arguero down, but not enough after he gets first down. So now we're at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. The Lancers threatening once again. Trying to zigs and zags that time, and up to make the hit on Eakin. Daccio was in there, but give Hogue credit for getting there first. So going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain by Eakin. Two different styles of run in there, Brad.
Yeah.
When you bring, Eakin, maybe a little more shifty kind of thing.
It's nice that you can bring him in and make that
Arguero
change.
Just rolls
North
forward.
and south.
Yeah. 2nd and 6, ball to 16.
Keeper.
Mazzocco on the keeper. Found a seam. Gets her down to the 10, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. He needed 6. Got 6.5.
Doesn't look like.
Oh, he didn't give it to him?
Yep, they're going to say short.
The near judge almost had him inside the 10.
Yeah.
Either way, 3rd and 1. So Mazzocco gets the place of the lineman. There's a handoff to number 27. Arguero does a spin move, gets the first down and more. It's going to be 1st and goal at the about the 6-yard line. Ethan Patterson there to make the stop. Ethan, one of the 5 seniors here on the football team. So 1st and goal now from about the 6-yard line. There's a handoff. Nope. Arguero keeps the legs turning into the end zone for the 6-yard touchdown run at 7:35 remaining in the 4th quarter. Just like that, Neshannock then takes the 34-14 lead. That is Arguero's 12th touchdown of the year. And I don't think he's carried the ball much more than about 25 times. That's a pretty good ratio. So on for the extra point is DeVivo. He's been perfect all 4 times so far tonight. And let's make him perfect 5 times tonight. 35-14 in favor of the Lancers. 7:35 remaining. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back, folks, on this senior night. The Wolverines find themselves down in a pretty big hole here, down 35-14. DeVivo kicks it up there, taken there by number 1, Dominic Hogan, about the 7-yard line. He's going to get hemmed in and taken down there. Fumblage on the play. Are they going to say he was down?
And
I
think we got lucky on that one.
Yes, we did. Number 21 was in there, Braden Huff, and was darn lucky that Hogue went down when he did. So now the Wolverines, last time they touched the ball on offense, it was a 76-yard pass play from Smiley
to Walters.
Walters.
They need something like that again, as Walters is on the close side.
So waits the snap in the shotgun. Two sidecar to his left and right. Fakes the handoff. Under some pressure, going to go deep once again. Throws it down there. And the ball falls incomplete. Great coverage downfield. Cubelis, and he gives up about 6.5, 7 inches to Walters, but was able to get his mitts in there.
Yeah, that ball went and floated a little bit too long up in the air. I think it was a little bit of a dart. And we say this a lot, Thad. If you can get it to Walters, he's got the reach, but you can't let it falter or hang up there too long.
Right. So 2nd and 10.
There's a false start.
Daggum. So motion there by the Wolverines, so it'll still be 2nd down, but it'll knock him back 5 yards to be a 2nd and 15. Logan McClymans, the junior, over top of the ball. Smiley in the shotgun. And timeout. And that play clock getting down there pretty low, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
So Wolverines will take their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Folks, don't forget about all the great sponsors of all the booster organizations here at Ellwood City Area School District. And our last home game tonight on senior night. But, hey, got to give a shout-out to some of the area businesses that donate to the booster organization. The Championship Club, Dave's Hometown Shop and Save, Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, Mary Jo's Catering, Joey's Events Rooms, Dooney Memorial Scholarship, Johnny's Pizza Shop, Ellwood City Transit, Zona Tours, and Armstrong. So that's the Sponsors Club. Touchdown Club, Diamond Dance Academy, the T-Box, Signs by Sam, the Color Center, Vesneezy Sporting Goods and Apparel. They help make us look good, getting us some shirts, D4 Property Service, and Campers in RV. We'll get to some more of our sponsors later. The greatest way to show the support to our sponsors is do business with them. Handoff there to Elijah, going around the right side. Tried to stretch it out, but Neshannock seemed to have that covered that time. Picked up about 3 yards. Is that Allison?
Yeah.
On the tackle. So big 3rd and 15, 3rd and we'll call it 11 now. Don't forget, we'll be coming to you next week from Crosstown Riverside Panthers. But first, we got 3rd and 11. Going down there deep.
Oh, boy.
And intercepted.
Yep,
And
it
you knew it
floated
when
again.
it left his hands. Number 11, Dominic Cubelis. He got the long touchdown run tonight, and then he gets the interception there as Smiley throws just his 8th interception of the season, but going to set up shop for the Lancers in Ellwood City territory. And you're just seeing the sidelines of the Wolverines is just kind of deflated right now as they find themselves down.
Yep.
3 scores, 6:37 remaining.
Out-of-town score update. We did finally get an update for Beaver Falls and Freedom. It's 36-0 Beaver Falls late 3rd quarter. I'll say the next one next after this play.
I wonder if they passed the ball. So
that's good for Ellwood.
Lancers now. Handoff. Argiro. And Declan Gray trying to punch the ball out. Wasn't trying to hide it. P.J. Du Bois off at the bottom of the pile. So Daccio. And now second. You got a score there for us?
Yeah,
Brad?
the other big one. So the first one, Freedom is losing 36-0. That helps Ellwood. The other one, oh boy, if you have time, check in after our game. 4th quarter, 7:08. It is 16-14 Riverside with a 2-point lead on New Brighton.
Wow. So 5:56 remaining here. On the keeper. Almost falls to the turf, but keeps it go. Big time hit there. Dante Pierce as Daccio had Mazzocco locked up, but able to get the first down all the way down to the 30-yard line. So now the Lancers in complete control of this game. Don't forget, folks, stick around. As soon as the game's over, Brad will have some stats of the game and, of course, some out-of-town scores. Mazzocco wanted to pitch it, but he holds it himself up the left side, bounces to the outside, and Daccio and Gray were there again. So Dodge with another tackle. Came into the night leading the team in tackles, and he'll add to that total. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 4, ball on the 24-yard line. Right now I think we're playing just a little bit of the play clock game, and you really can't blame the Lancers for that. Letting her get down there inside 5 seconds. Handoff, and Twaddell was in there, giving him credit for that tackle as he disrupted things. He was almost in there so fast to take the handoff from Mazzocco to Arguero. Loss of 2 on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd down. Third and 7. The Lancers have really converted some key 3rd downs so far to this point in the evening. A little bit of a high snap. Keeps it. Tries the left side. The whole line misses. Down the left side goes Mazzocco. Inside to the 7-yard line on a 3rd and 7. He picked up 21 yards on the keeper. And it's almost that point, Brad. You know what Mazzocco
We all know it's going to happen.
is going to happen.
Yeah.
And he gets 21 yards in a 3rd and 7. The 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, I know we got to realign this year, but we might be looking at him the next 2 years as well. So 1st and goal now, 3:23 remaining, rolling clock. High snap, but he gets it into Arguero. Are you kidding me? Another touchdown, 6-yard run. That's going to give him 11, 12, 13 on the year. The 6-yard touchdown run makes the score 41-14 on a ball that was snapped. Mazzocco had to go up, get the ball above his head, had the wherewithal to get it into the hands.
Thad, the only person that touched him was the football itself, the handoff. The handoff may have been the only thing touched him.
Right. DeVivo, he's about 5 for 5 tonight. And
make it
let's
6
make
for
it
6.
6 for 6. That's pretty good leg.
It's been an X factor on kickoffs too. So
Well, I tell you what, and what we got a timeout here.
yeah,
When you talk about Mohawk, and we talk, when we read stuff about, I'm talking about teams in our conference. Mohawk, yeah, they got Rona and these guys. This team here, they got Mazzocco, able to run the ball tonight. Cubelis, how many catches has he had?
Oh my!
He had 10 catches coming in, but you think about the kickers.
Not to cut you off. Score update: 4:14 left in the 4th quarter. New Brighton just tried for a field goal. It is drenched. This is a grass field here. It looks terrible
Freedom's
conditions.
a bad field.
New Brighton.
New Brighton.
Terrible conditions. New Brighton just missed like a 25-yard field goal. It was short. It's still 16-14 Riverside with 4:14
But
remaining.
I don't mean to be bad at knocking somebody's field, but New Brighton's field, we have to walk across it, and so. But here's the run up and the kick by DeVivo. High and over and kick taken all the way back at the 5-yard line by Dominic Hogue. Tries the right side this time, and he's met there, pushed out of bounds by number 25, Nathan Jensen. Wolverines now will get the ball. With 3:05 remaining at about the 22-yard line. Certainly do want to give a shout out to all of our seniors. If you want to rewind tonight's game, we'll see the introduction of the seniors. Traditionally on senior night. We do the band, cross country, golf. Did we do tennis tonight?
I think so.
Yeah, we should have.
I think I heard him say tennis.
So 3:05, first and 10. Wolverines down by a bunch. Smiley tries that again, and teams know what we're doing now. Dante Pierce going to get about 1 yard, or minus 1 yard. Kind of the ode to Matt Canada moment of the night where they try that jet sweep. And it worked a couple times, but earlier in the season, it's been a really fun season because we've had 8 home games here because of the field construction last year. It's going to be a little different next season. We got to go back on the road more again. There's a pass out there. Number 21 on a big hit. Some sportsmanship there. Helps up Michael Walters. Did Braden Huff. Is a completed catch. Going to get about 5 yards. Don't forget, folks, Monday night, 7:30, be at the big gym. Cheer on our girls volleyball team as they take on Central Valley for first round of the playoffs. There will probably be a stream by somebody, but we're not sure who yet. Keep apprised through all of our social media accounts. 3rd and 5. The playoffs is a whole different animal that we're not going to get Brad started on. And there's a ball thrown up, going to fall incomplete.
Well, I'm kind of laughing. Not even because of what you said. Once again, back-to-back weeks, a big game that you're trying to watch, and the huddle camera timed out at New Brighton.
Are you kidding me?
Can't watch the rest.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Smiley being helped off the
Smiley's being, what, all that. Smiley not putting much weight on anything right now. He's in obvious pain.
Yep.
So he's down here in front of us. Getting to the training table. Oh, and while that's going on, the Wolverines have punted. And it's going to rest at about the 39-yard line. I think the bigger concern right now is they are looking at Chris Smiley on the sidelines. So ball on the punt. 1:33 remaining here. But I think a lot of people, I mean, Smiley was just being helped off the field. And I think we're going to get a couple kneel downs. And that's going to about do it for this ball game. But as I said, folks, don't forget, Monday night, the girls volleyball will have their first round of the playoffs. So, a nice hand, Chris Smiley. He is putting some weight on that leg. He's got some help to lean on. There's another kneel down by Neshannock. And Chris Smiley's on his way to the locker room. So be the final kneel down. And I think that's going to be it for this game. So section matchup here tonight is going to go in favor of the Neshannock Lancers as they have defeated the Ellwood City Wolverines 42-14 on this senior night. Of course, a shout out to our senior players, Michael Walters, number 8. We got, excuse me, Ethan Patterson, number 28, senior on the team. And we have Ryder Grinnan, number 72. And a shout out to Ryan Gajewski. We didn't see Ryan on the field tonight.
Gajewski.
Or Gajewski?
Yeah,
I'm
Gajewski.
sorry.
It's okay.
Gajewski.
It's okay. They've always said it as Gajewski. I graduated with his older brother.
Okay. Shout out to him, though. He's also in the band.
Yes.
So
double
we missed
duties
that all season, and I wanted to make sure that was clear. So with that, folks, 42-14. Brad, we'll take a timeout.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout. We'll wrap up the final stats here from Helling Stadium. Crazy stats, and we'll try to get you some out-of-town scores. Hopefully somebody's got an update of that New Brighton game. We'll take a timeout. Stay with us, folks. All right, folks, welcome back here to Helling Stadium. Final score in this one here in the Team Up North series. It was 42-14 in favor of the Neshannock Lancers. They win big, pulling away late in that second half. While we're doing that, so I can actually get the stats set up here, because I actually downloaded the picture and never put it up there. We'll get you some final stats here. We're going to try and get you a final score of that New Brighton game. Unfortunately, the huddle camera went off at 9:30, and nobody manually put extra 30 minutes on there, so we'll get you as much as we can, hopefully, before we get off the air. So, now that we have those final stats, here we go. Final stats, 42-14 in favor of Neshannock Lancers. Rushing yards, 227 to 114. Doubled up were the Lancers on Ellwood. Passing yards, pretty even on that one, 190 to 167. Total yards, 417 to 281. So, Ellwood City was held to basically 100 yards in that second half. Neshannock goes nuts and almost puts up basically 230 yards in that second half. More importantly, 2 turnovers there late by the Wolverines didn't help the scoreboard as well. 7 for 45 and 8 for 43 in terms of penalties. Some individual stats here. Gino Mazzacco finished with 16 carries, 118 yards, 1 touchdown. Patrick Argero went 9 for 52 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the flip side, Elijah Palmer-McCain did get that 100 mark. He was 14 for 106. He had a 7.6 average per carry. Passing, Gino Mazzacco, 10 for 19 for 190, 2 touchdowns along with 67. Flip side, Chris Smiley, 8 for 22, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 167 yards along of 77. Receiving, Dominic Kubelis, 2 catches, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. And on the flip side, Michael Walters, 3 for 89 and that 1 touchdown. Some out-of-town scores as we wrap up here. Neshannock over Ellwood City, obviously 42-14. Beaver Falls holds on and wins in a shutout, 36-0 over Freedom. That helps Ellwood City. We'll come back to that. Riverside and New Brighton, unfortunately, I'm not getting a final score there. It was 4:14 remaining. Riverside ball up to 16-14 after a missed field goal by New Brighton. Western Beaver losing late to Mohawk 31-14. Central Catholic up on Seneca Valley 42-7. Aliquippa cruising on Chartiers. That one's mid-fourth quarter, 53-0. Newcastle 27 points straight. They're looking for their first victory of the season. It looks like it may happen. They're up on Ambridge 27-9. Northgate lost to Rochester 42-8. And Laurel defeated Summit Academy 30-6. The scoreboard breaker. Wow. Southside Beaver 49-15 on Union. So there are your results. More importantly for Ellwood City, Freedom losing does eliminate Freedom. So if Riverside wins, it now comes down to Week 9, Riverside and Ellwood City. Winner makes playoffs. Loser, you're going home. And that's the difference. And I know a lot of fans are going to be thinking about it, and a lot of people are going to be questioning. I know Thad and I, we're going to talk about it a little bit. That injury to Chris Smiley may be a big one. You are correct. We don't know the severity of it. We did see him put weight on it to get off the field, but we'll see how much that comes into play next week because Riverside is maybe not the most athletic team, but they are big up the middle, and you're going to have some kind of pass game against them and not become one-dimensional. Thad, finish it off.
All right, great. Thanks, Brad. Another great broadcast. We appreciate our folks from Neshannock listening. And on senior night, rainy night, one of the first rainy games we've called in about 3 years. And it's still raining. But with that, folks, on behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall. Monday, don't forget, good call. Volleyball playoffs. Our girls will be taking on Central Valley at 7:30. We're not sure about the streams. But don't worry about it. Just come to the game and cheer on our girls. There will be another game before that. We are hosting 2 games, one of our own, and there'll be Deer Lakes and Osh. Those are single A team. No, double A will be taking us on at 6. With that, folks, on behalf of Dakota Marshall, Brad Windhorse, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.